So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Kern High Network. It is absolutely electric tonight at Stockdale High School. This is the Kern High School District's live exclusive coverage of student activities, and tonight it is football. And we were just introduced over the loudspeaker. I'm Vance Palm, Julian Wilson handling everything technically tonight, and we are joined by a very, very special voice tonight. He's going to be joining us all evening long. He is going to be our color commentator, our analyst, our football guy. What a pleasure to introduce to the people that might not know him. A last name synonymous with Kern High School athletics, a last name synonymous with excellence in and out of the classroom, on the playing field, and of course I'm talking about his brother, but we might as well bring him in too. Hey everybody, what a pleasure to have Steve Napier with us, a teacher here at Stockdale High School. He graduated in the class of 1981 at North High School, went on to play baseball at Point Loma, went to rough it down in the tip of San Diego, Point Loma.
Absolutely.
And it's great to have you here, Coach. Just looking forward to a good time. You're a head coach at East, head coach at South as well, so a ton of experience. Our man Stan Green has such a vault of good guys to call that he reached out to you. Looking forward to it. Stockdale home team, home school for you, coming off a 4-game streak right now. They are on fire. Centennial's played some really good teams. They've had a tough schedule. I talked to both coaches tonight. First of all, let's talk about the visiting Centennial Golden Hawks coming in at homecoming. Going to go up against the Black Hole. Volleyball team wins last night. Boy, there's a ton of energy tonight. What does Centennial have to do? And their head coach tonight, Coach Durrett.
Well, I tell you, Centennial had a terrific game last week against Liberty where they just came up a little bit short. If they bring that energy and that enthusiasm tonight, Stockdale's going to have their hands full.
Let's talk about those Mustangs. You're on the campus here 5 days a week, and you know all about this Mustang pride and Mustang mystique. What about these Mustangs? What do they have to do tonight for Coach Shelton to come out with 5 in a row?
I was talking with Coach Shelton earlier in the week, and he just said these kids have the biggest heart he's seen. They have no quit in them, and he's really excited about tonight. He loves coaching these kids.
We're underway. somewhat of a win tonight. Not a big one. Ball's taken at the 10-yard line. They're going to try to go down the far side of the field. It's taken by Jeremiah Gradowitz. And that's a name we've called many, many times here. So we're going to have 1st and 10. Coach, starting quarterback, we thought for this season, is not here tonight playing on the football field. Well-documented story, not going to be on the field at all this season, but he's more on that later. But tonight, who's stepping in to do all the work?
Well, it's been Jack Kaiser, number 11. Jack's a junior. He's come a long ways this year. He's improved every game, and we look for him to keep improving. And hopefully he can do a great job for the Stockdale Mustangs.
Great baseball player as well.
Absolutely.
10, Stockdale from their own 28.
So here we go. Kaiser in the shotgun. Ball is at the 28-yard line. In motion comes Gradowitz right in front of him. They stay on the ground. They're going to try to pound it out, and look at this, a 9-yard gain by
Jacob Jones. Sophomore kid, big kid. He's come up. He's done a great job for us. He keeps pounding the rock, and look for him to get a big dose of, for Centennial, get a big dose of Jacob Jones.
That is a first down. Stockdale at the 40-yard line.
He got 10 out of that, so 1st and 10. We're just underway at Stockdale High School. Big, beautiful autumn moon creeping over Bear Mountain, staring down. I know, I've made one Arvin reference already.
The Arvin Bears.
There's going to be some Bear Stars talk tonight. So
absolutely.
1st and 10. Kaiser again puts the ball in Jones' hands. One quick move, 2 quick moves, and he's already up to an 8-yard gain again. So 2 carries, 18 yards.
Yeah, if Stockdale can control the line of scrimmage, it's going to be a long night for Centennial. Jacob Jones is a big kid.
Carry on the tackle for Centennial. 2nd and 2, Stockdale from the 48-yard line.
For those of you long-time viewers and listeners on the Kern High Network, whenever we're at Stockdale, you get the benefit of having their public address announcers, speakers right next to us, so you may get some double talk from he and I on who made what carries and what tackles, but the more the better. Quick first throw of the evening, a strike out to the left side, and it's caught by Gradowitz, and he's still on his feet. Another big gain. So right now, the Stockdale Mustang offense is doing everything perfect.
Jeremiah Gradowitz is a shifty kid. He's a terrific kid, does things right in the classroom, and does things right out here on the field. It's fun to watch. And that announcer is Coach Dave Longsinger, the voice of the Mustangs. You talk about a guy with a wealth of knowledge.
At the 36,
last night he called a volleyball match, and even the BHS parents were like, man, what a good guy, what a nice guy. Made everybody feel at home and feel welcome, and that was a 5-setter. And at the end, he had some nice things to say about all those young student athletes. Appreciate it. On the ground again, Jones again. This time met in the interior part of the defense, and the Golden Hawks at least able to stop the downhill motion of this offense so far.
Yeah, it looked like about another pickup of 6 or 7 yards.
Rios on the tackle for the Hawks.
Stockdale's got a little momentum going here. If they can keep this up, see if they can punch one in early.
Well, the confidence of Coach Starrett in his first year at Centennial Golden Hawks, not to be understated. He's feeling good about his guys, but boy, he's got a tough offense here, and Jones now just bursts through and they get past the first down marker.
Turning close to a
Steve,
first down.
last week,
carry on the
Stockdale
tackle, and indeed a
pulled off a big win
first down
at BHS, made big news. We were calling the Highland North game, and the scores come across, and you get that proverbial,
oh yeah,
big news.
Yeah, first win against BHS, I believe, in 11 or 12 years. And that was BHS's homecoming, so that was magnified it even more.
Well, I heard all about it at home. 1st and 10, Mustangs. Ball on the Centennial 25-yard line. Kaiser takes a look at his wrist. He looks back. Jones takes a look at his wrist. And we have a whistle blown from the line judge over on the side, and it's going to be a timeout, and it's going to be taken by Stockdale.
Timeout, Stockdale.
Gives us an opportunity to regroup here. I'm Vance Palm, Steve Napier next to me on my left, Julian Wilson on right. This is the Kern High School live exclusive coverage of student activities. Tonight it's athletics, football, Mustangs of Stockdale, homecoming, welcoming in the Golden Hawks of Centennial. Standing right below us with the Thundersticks, the world famous Black Hole.
Yeah, they're an exciting crew, I tell you. I've had the pleasure of being at several different high schools, and this is one of the most exciting, spirited group of kids I've ever seen. They're a lot of fun.
You know, the Kern High School District has the annual Peak Awards. We have it every April, and one of the categories is rowdiest, most supportive student section, and they and Liberty show up at the Peak Awards to make sure that when they're reading off the candidates, everybody knows who they are. Here we go, 1st and 10. They put it in Jones' hands again. He's patient, takes the seam that he's given, and gets a 5-yard gain.
Jones with a gain of 4.
Yeah, he's doing a terrific job for us. Looks like it's been about a 60-40 run pass so far. Stockdale trying to control the clock a little bit, keep the ball out of Centennial's hands. They can be dangerous when they get that football. So,
and you know, Steve, when you're amped up and things are going well and yardage is coming at a pretty decent clip, he's got to be patient and take what they give him.
Absolutely.
You know, he wants to bust outside, try to make something happen, but you know, nice B gap on the left side there. He just stayed with it, and it's a 2nd and 6. They come after him. They almost get him in the backfield, but it's caught out here on the sidelines. And does he get in? It's awfully close. Does he tightrope it in?
Kaiser pass.
Jaden Hollis. Down on the 1.
They said he went out on the 1, which I think is correct.
And he's driven out of bounds at the 1 after a gain of 22.
Officials are going to confer a little bit.
So Jaden Hollis, the sophomore. And I'll tell you what, they almost got to Kaiser. He ducked one sacker.
Made a nice move to escape that.
And tossed it out here to the near side, and it was a really nice spin out here, but there's a flag on the play. I see.
Just so you know, it looks like they're using hot pink flags tonight.
This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We've seen it in the gymnasium and volleyball with
that nice pass and run.
The socks and the ribbons, and tonight all the cheerleaders sporting the pink pom-poms and the socks. But one thing I didn't hear was a whistle.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle for a TD. I didn't hear a whistle for anything. It's so loud right below us. So that's a big penalty against the Mustangs. It's going to be, instead of 1st and goal, it's 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
So now maybe Kaiser gets a chance to air it out a little bit. Strong right side. Looks right, looks left, has some time, wants to go down to the corner, has a man open and overthrows Hollis.
Kaiser pass intended for Hollis, falls
incomplete. Flag, 40-yard line. Now I see it that you mentioned it.
Yeah. Offense, it looks like it's around the offensive line. Probably.
So if it's a hole, they're going to be pushed way back.
Yeah,
and it is
holding against Stockdale.
Coaching staff for the Mustangs, chagrin. They're going from what they thought was a 1st and goal. Yeah. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 35.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have that play on my play sheet when I was coaching, so that 2nd and 35 is tough to come up with.
But as a former quarterback, when you were quarterbacking for the Stars, boy, it sure you loved it as a QB. It's like, hey, I get to air this thing out.
Well, back in those days, it was more veer option. So
no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
To hit someone.
All right, so they say 2nd and 30 officially. So 2nd and 30. Kaiser standing in the backfield. Jones back there to block for him. Kaiser rolls to his right. Floats one out in the middle, and it should have been picked off. It is picked off.
Yep.
Intercepted by the Golden Hawks, and that's Jacob Navarro. And we've seen Jacob
picks off Kaiser's pass
in our first game this season. Navarro all over the place between Jacob Navarro, Keenan Sullivan, and Reese Marishich, number 80, 81, and 82. Some big guys. So, boy.
Well, Centennial rushed 3 kids and dropped everybody else. They played that bend, don't break defense, and it came up big for him right there.
Lauren Johnson broke behind everybody. He had him had he seen him quicker, but he did not. So all of a sudden, here comes Max Ritchie and the Golden Hawks offense. 1st and 10 from their own 40. They're going to start on the ground, and not much there. Put in the hands of DJ Adams.
Finney on the carry.
Maybe a gain of 1. So if you're just getting with us, the Mustangs thought it was 1st and goal from the 1.
And maybe 9.
But 2 penalties in a row made it 2nd and 30, and then the interception. Now all of a sudden,
Max Ritchie, a quarterback for
the Golden Hawks, breathing a deep sigh of relief.
Another shot
the ball
out
with terrific field position.
We love you, and we're proud
looking to make something happen.
Number 1 fan, mom and dad.
Stockdale turns the ball over on their first possession.
2nd and 9, they gave him 1. Max Ritchie had a great game 1 that we called. Richie fires. Oh, and that was nearly picked off out there. Super close play. Jack Kaiser
flashing in front of the
Zeke
Armijo steps in to bat the ball down.
Another shout out to Michael Gabaldon. We're so proud of you and everything you do. My stud every week. Your mom.
Let's shake it. Let's shout it.
Jeremiah and Evan, you make us
third and long. See what they dial up over there with Centennial.
Head coach is Richard Sturett, Texas native, who said hello to his family week 1. We're going to say hello to his family week 7.
Nice.
Everybody back watching in Texas. Boy, what a great,
3rd and 9.
Great addition to our Kern County coaching core here. Play action. Richie wants to run. Oh, a couple of good moves, and now he's to the 43-yard line.
With a nice keeper
1,
and a gain of about
great call. 2,
and a
and a late flag. Super late flag.
Well-designed play.
Oh, and they said he can't talk. He was giving him some lip. Oh, boy.
Richie has a great play.
Flag at the end of that play.
Looks like it might be coming back a little bit.
The officials going to get together out of here.
But you, my baby boy. You make me proud every day.
Well-designed play.
The umpire
nice ball fake.
Came over to say something real quick and
cheer with all you got.
Yikes.
Paper chunks, love you guys.
Tonight's officials, the referee is Guy Cook, who's about to make the call here. Eric Smith is the gentleman that just made the call.
Danny, cheer your hearts out. Love ya, Raya.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Centennial. Eric Smith, the ump. I introduced myself.
Personal foul
from Chicago.
Like maybe even a post-possession foul against Centennial.
So the referee from Chicago didn't like that extra talk. Bryant Grant is the back judge. Pat Kellaway, the line judge. Jordan Stallworth, the head linesman, and Drew Layer is in the box. So a big gain by Richie, nullified. He must have said something because the umpire, Eric Smith, walked over to him and kind of pointed into his face mask and said something.
Foul.
This is a big rivalry game. Centennial and Stockdale, they've been going at it for years. And plus, having Centennial as your homecoming, they're a little motivated.
And Coach Sturett is giving it that look with his hands up, like I'm of course guessing, but Stevie's kind of thinking, what really truly
foul will be? It'll be a 1st and 10 for
what was said.
Absolutely.
Of the Golden Hawks.
What was so offensive? What was it that got us?
Somebody got excited down there and threw a flag. So.
Well, they get the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10. They just had to mark it back after the play. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 42. They're kind of basically starting over with a new set of downs. Richie fakes the handoff, wants to throw, rolls to his right. Richie lets one go downfield. It's going to be a battle for it, and neither can get it. Nice play on both sides, really.
Richie's
it was intended for Carson McKinley, broken up out there by Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson does a good job running down the field with him. Well, Richie was able to get outside. Oh, my wife just stepped up here.
Boy, you got some serious cachet. His first Kern Network, Julian, his first network gig, and his wife comes up. Man, that is some serious power right there. Welcome. Nice to have you here, baby. I gave this great introduction. I meant it for Tony, but he got some of it. He got some of it. Good to have you up here. There's a seat for you right here if you want. All right, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 42 of Centennial.
Richie surveys everybody, has one back in the backfield with him, and they fake it, play RPO, he keeps it, and he's going to get wrapped up for a second, we think.
Fighting for yards.
And Max Richie still on his feet, and they finally blow the whistle, and they have to let him go. But Max Richie's a 6'1", 200-pound quarterback. We saw him in week 1. He is the epitome of toughness.
He's a good-looking kid down there.
Took him a while to get him down. So
I don't think they ever did get him down. We can't hear a whistle up here. This crowd we got below us, and great evening for football.
Maximus Howarden from the Mustangs comes out, 6 foot, 300 pounds. He comes out, and the Mustangs showing 4 up top. And how about this? Richie gets him to jump, so that's going to make it 3rd and 2.
Little hard count there. Works well for Centennial.
Last Saturday night down at Orange Coast College, we saw Braden Wingle, the quarterback for the Renegades. He didn't use it all night, and right when they needed it, he got him the jump. And now you're going to look at Richie, who's going to try to jam it through on a 3rd and 2. And
looks like he got about half a yard.
It's going to be very, very close. So now at midfield, it's going to be 4th and 1. They're going to move it up 1. And the officials waste no time. I don't think they would measure.
Looks like they're going for it.
Very good. They didn't stop. Did they stop the clock?
Looks like they're going to measure now.
Officials timeout.
Well, we can see to the naked eye. There's no chance. The first down marker is at the 48.
You know, if Centennial goes for it, I like this call. Midfield, defense is playing tough. Offense is moving the ball. Not much to lose right here.
As a quarterback in your high school life and as a coach, but let's go back to when you're a player. Boy, you got to have a great relationship with that center if you know it's going to be you.
Absolutely.
You got to know, look, when you snap that ball, I'm on you. Let's go.
Yeah. Tighten it down, wedge it up, and let's get a yard.
5:58 remaining here in this first quarter. Vance Palm, Steve Napier, Julian Wilson. We're at Stockdale High School. It is a loud, blustery, fun homecoming game tonight. A ton of fun. Packed parking lot.
And a yard at
and
the 49-yard line of Stockdale.
Our other game over at East High School, South at East. Titan Tom Myers, Rick Van Horn, Kevin Willie.
That'll be a good matchup over there.
Should be a nice game. So both games on the Kern High Network tonight. Appreciate the Director of School Support Services, Stan Green, getting us Steve Napier tonight, joining us. What a great compliment to tonight's action.
I'm just lucky enough to be here. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Great to have you here,
Coach. 4th and 1.
So 4th and 1. Centennial doesn't even budge. Will there be a hard count by Richie? You never know. I'm sure the Mustangs are told, whatever you do not move. He tried it once. So now he looks over at the sidelines, looks at Coach Starrett. Now they put over in the corner Reese Marisic, the big tight end. They could throw it up to Reese if they wanted. Richie.
Quarterback draw. There he goes.
Oh, a big hit, but he finally falls forward.
First down.
And, man, what a big hit out there. And I believe that might have been Nick Hildebrand.
Yeah.
Oof.
Richie just had just enough to get the first down.
Hildebrand on the stop first down. Centennial at the 48 of the Mustangs.
5'9" senior. Hit Richie head on. Good hit, but Richie, I think he like a pinball. He bounced forward more than anything. 1st and 10, inside Mustang territory.
He's a big kid.
And the clock does start. Okay, now Richie, play action. Looks long, has a man wide open. Wide open. Oh, and he just overthrew him by just
Richie's
a second. Carson McKinley.
2nd and 10.
Ooh.
Well-designed play. He was behind him a couple of steps.
Flag at the 32-yard line.
Then they move it up to
the coverage.
42.
10.
Okay.
Centennial.
What's that tell you?
I'm thinking we got a little pass interference or something coming off the line. I could be wrong, though.
Flag on the play.
They move it to the 42, which is still in the defensive backfield. I'm looking at the coaching body language over here on the Mustangs.
Stockdale's defense.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if you're just with us and you're just getting to us, no score yet, 5:28. The Mustangs were, forget about knocking on the door. They were opening the door to the end zone, but they had a holding call and then another call, so they got moved back to about the 40. Then they throw a pick, and now the Golden Hawks have just been grinding out first downs to try to get into the end zone. Packed house on the Stockdale side, of course. It's homecoming, and they're on a 4-game win streak, and this school is already known for its awesome school spirit. So a run play right up the middle, a flag on this one, and that's carried by DJ Adams.
By Finley, but there's a flag again.
Looks like a terrific play is going to come back.
Boy, the flags are flying early tonight.
Centennial's matched the enthusiasm of Stockdale. Stockdale's on that 4-game win streak, and Centennial's come out and thrown punch for punch with him.
Oh, it's going to be false start. I was wondering why the side judge had thrown a flag so quick. I was thinking, man, that's a quick hold, and he's calling it from a tough spot.
Yeah.
But he called illegal motion, false start.
But our former trainer, Doc Rangel, who's in attendance tonight.
Back.
So that hurt Centennial a little bit. We got 1st and long here. We'll see what they dial up.
Ball's at the Mustangs 44-yard line. Just a beautiful, beautiful night. I was talking to the officials. Said, hey, you're not sweating your shorts off in the summertime and you don't have beanies and caps on right now. So it's a perfect autumn evening.
Gotta love October.
Oh, yeah. 5:20 left in this first quarter. No score. It's 1st and 15. Richie, the quarterback for the Golden Hawks. He has DJ Adams on his left hip. They give it to Adams. Adams cuts up field. Adams gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's an 8-yard gain. And some big downfield blocking by Reese Marisic, the big junior tight end. and basketball player. You got Reese Marisic on that right end over there. He's about 6'3", 240.
Second and 3.
Centennial's got a heck of an offensive line paving the way. Got it back to second and medium. That's a doable down right there.
Way down here in the bottom left of your screen, Golden Hawks stretching this thing out, and oh boy, everybody in the Golden Hawks thought there was encroachment. No call. The official said nope. So Richie again going to take the snap. This time they sweep it to the right side. Morgan Dutton gets nothing. They wrap him up quickly. Now it's going to be third and about 8.
He fought to get back to the line of scrimmage. They had him for about a 3-yard loss, but he kept churning. That's a heck of a run, even though it didn't amount to much.
I was out in your neck of the woods last week. Highland at North. Fantastic football game for a half. And then, boy, the North Stars we kept losing guys left and right, down through attrition, through cramps, and then Highland just put it into another year. But, boy, what a beautiful job they've done with that campus, that field, and that basketball stadium. More on that later. We'll touch on that a little bit later. That's a great topic. Okay, 3rd and 8. Richie hands off to, again, they try to have Morgan Dutton do some work on the outside.
He's got some quick feet. He was able to pick up a few yards there.
But he was wrapped up by Miles Anthony.
Dutton was met at the line of scrimmage, and he was able to shuffle around and pick up a couple of yards.
So now, Coach, they're in this funky little spot here on a 4th and 6, 4th and 7. The ball's at the 34-yard line.
Here we go again. Centennial, another 4th down. They're going for it. Got to love the enthusiasm on that coaching staff.
Another hard count by Richie. The Mustangs starting to get dialed in on that, though. Richie takes a look over to the sidelines. I can't imagine they'll stop it up. Richie wants to throw, has a ton of time. Oh, it's a man wide open. Wide open. Oh,
no.
My gosh.
Richie's pass falls incomplete, and Stockdale.
Looks like they had a little double move over there, and Nick Johnson fell for it.
And Coach Starrett is just beside himself. They do have a Golden Hawk down.
Falls incomplete.
Coach Starrett's want to talk to the official.
Looks like that was McKinley. Is that how you say it?
McKinley. That's his second in a row that they've overthrown. And I mean, the first time he was open, with this pass, he was wide open.
He could have walked in had he caught that. Yeah.
Wow. So the Mustangs hold on 4th, and they avert what should have been an easy touchdown catch. We're certainly hoping that this Centennial Golden Hawk that is down is okay. Score 0-0, 3:13 here in this first quarter. I'm Vance Palm, Steve Mabry to my left, Julian Wilson to my right. You're watching the Kern High Network. Live exclusive coverage of the Kern High School District student activities tonight, athletics. And
I tell you what, Stockdale got lucky there. They're lucky to have the ball on the 35 heading the other way, because that sure could have been an easy touchdown. Number 50 looks like the kid that was
Don't
down.
have his number, Coach, unless you might.
Yeah, number 50.
Oh, it's Kemp.
Yeah, Kemp.
Yeah, he's changed his number. So Kemp is number 50 tonight, and he's down. And, Coach Starrett was hopping and arms up and everything at the officials after the play. I thought he was just angry at the overthrown pass, but he had something to say to the officials, and I don't know if it had something to do with this, or was it maybe a crackback, or, we like to guess up here, but he really was on the officials after the drop pass, not even really the receiver. We'll find out, but we hope Kemp is okay. Bottom line, Mustangs, hey, they've been on the sidelines a long time now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That offense has been waiting to get back on there after being on the 1-foot line.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can dial it up now and make something happen.
All right. Again, quarterback for the Stockdale Mustangs.
First
Jack
and 10,
Kaiser.
Stockdale with Jack Kaiser, a quarterback of their own, 34.
He's got Jacob Jones with him on his left tip. 2 receivers right out here at the bottom left of your screen. He wants to throw. I can feel it, and he's going to. He looks left, looks right, rolls to his right.
Oh,
there's a pink flag already, and this is going to be caught, but
Kaiser
ran out of real estate. It was caught by Hollis, and a flag right in the middle of the football field, and the white hat calls it very quickly.
Yeah. Stockdale can't stop self-destructing. They're going to have to figure that out if they want to have any success tonight.
Mustangs 4-2 overall, 1-0 in league. They started league play last week with a big win over the Drillers from Bakersfield High School. Golden Hawks 3-3 overall. Lost a tough one last week to Frontier.
First and 20.
Coach Starrett said a really well played football game. Just couldn't get the W. So second.
Wow, so second
25.
25, you bet. That's a tough play to call right there. Oh, sorry, it's first down.
First and 25. They go to Jones. Jones making some nice work trying to get back up to the original line of scrimmage with a long way to go. Tried a little bit of a draw play, not really specifically a draw, just try to catch
Jones
the
with
defense
the carry,
off guard.
Rios on the stop, gain of 5.
Coach Starrett's got 3 up front, and that's about it.
Yeah, playing 3 up front, 5 linebackers.
Second and 18.
Here's 3 down here, Coach, in the bottom left of your screen.
Trips to the right.
Yep.
See if maybe we can spring something loose here.
2:32 remaining in this first quarter. Boy, for all the buzz and excitement and electricity you can feel down here, no score yet. They flick one out here, and I wonder if Hollis thought that was intended for Gradowitz.
Third and 18.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the design was there, because Gradowitz turned and went downfield, and Hollis was just kind of fanning out.
Hollis heard the public address announcer say it was intended for him. He turns around and said, "What? Huh? Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It was in the neighborhood. I don't know if it was that close.
My name comes out over the speakers." 2:24.
Third and what? 18?
Yep.
That's a long ways.
Again, trips out here to the right, and Kaiser talking to Jones very quickly. They're taking their time. The back official starts his count. And Kaiser gets it off.
Uh-oh.
Little screen play out
pass.
here. Ton of room. Can Jones make a move? Oh, he almost gets free. Great play by the Centennial defense.
Pass gets about 12 back.
And not enough. So a nice job by Coach Starrett and that Centennial defense. They did what they needed to do in those circumstances to keep any big gains. And Coach Shelton's going to talk to his offense again and say, look, we have the talent. We have the tools. But if it's going to be 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 18,
tough to convert.
Yep.
Tough to convert.
First punt of the evening. The wind definitely at the back of the Mustangs, so this ball could go a long, long ways if it gets up there.
Now keep in mind, Kaiser's the punter.
Yep.
Quarterback's the punter.
And it is 4th and 8. Kaiser looks around. He doesn't look like a normal punter that's just waiting for the ball. He's looking at his receivers. Let's see what happens. He'll punt it. And it's a wobbly one. Look out.
Got a little bounce.
Ooh, that almost touched. That almost hit Daniel Prince.
Will be touchdown at the 29-yard line of
really
Centennial,
close.
Where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Centennial with that bend don't break attitude, and they stop the Mustangs midfield, and they get the ball at decent field position.
You can follow Stockdale High.
Let's go back to your North High School campus.
Information about athletics, activities, and announcements.
Great to call that football game. You see that new gym, the Lloyd Williams gym that's built there, the Kevin Harvick stripes on the side of the gym there. It just kind of flows out onto the football field. North High, not that they ever went away, but boy, they seem to be back. It seems to be a real great atmosphere there.
Yeah, I encourage anybody, if they haven't been able to see that gym, just swing by, watch a wrestling match, a basketball game, volleyball match. It is a beautiful gym. Kern High School did a great job with that whole project.
I had a chat with your brother and Coach DeRossett, and we had a really nice chat before the game started. Richie, RPO, wants to do something. This time they're waiting for him right in the middle of the field. I don't believe he got anything. I didn't see the side judge move at all. Maybe he moved backwards. Might even be 2nd and 11. Under 2 to go in this first quarter. This game started off with a bang. Mustang couldn't do anything wrong. They just marched down the field.
For very little. It's 2nd and 10.
Nothing to show for it except some tough penalties, and then Centennial had 2 beautiful opportunities for touchdowns, both of them overthrown. The second one, when I say there was no one within 50 feet, that's not an exaggeration.
That is not.
1:23 and counting. Richie on a 2nd and 11. Takes the snap, play action, looks, steps out of the pocket, fires, and it's caught. Not a huge gain for about 5 yards to Carson McKinley. So McKinley catches
Richie's
that
pass
one.
Is complete.
Nice play by Centennial. Nice play by Richie to move around in the pocket.
For
buy some time.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, a big play right here.
We'll dip below the 1 minute mark right now. Left here in this first quarter. The scoreboard for Stockdale is already bewitched in this Halloween season, so we'll simply go with what we know. The side markers, 3rd and 5. Richie would love to get a hard count. Doesn't get it. This time he hands off, and it looks like they're going to get the first down and more. A really nice run by DJ Adams.
Yeah, nice run.
Ooh, he was hit hard too, right in the midsection. Didn't see who made the tackle.
42-yard line of Centennial.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one up
Signs
either.
on the tackle.
Signs. That was Signs, number 18.
Boy, he lowered himself and said, let's get it on. And
Signs isn't the biggest kid on the field, but I tell you what, he loves to hit.
Coach, he's already had 2 big hits.
Yeah. He flies around, and he wants to introduce himself.
Maybe the last play of the first quarter, if they get it off, I don't know. Richie's back is to the clock. And they're going to let it go. That's the end of the first quarter. Zeros on the scoreboard, but a lot of good action.
That'll bring us to the
tells
end of
us
the
the
first
second quarter's got more to come.
Stockdale 0,
For Vance, for
Centennial
Steve, for
0.
Julian, we'll take a quick break and be back here on the Kern High
Stockdale Football
Network.
would like to remind you and take a moment to recognize all of our
All right, everybody. Vance Palm, Steve Napier, what are you pointing at, Coach?
I was just looking at my roster that I have here. Number 8, is that Elijah Finney?
They're going with Finney. I thought it was DJ Adams.
You're just double checking. I'm not sure which kid that is. They give it to 4, though.
Well, I know that's Morgan Dutton.
Yeah, picks up a couple.
I'll tell you what, I believe I've heard Finney called below us. So, to the Adams family.
2nd and 7 at the 44 of Centennial.
We're going off Max Preps, and you're going off.
This was left by our athletic director, Justin Roberts.
Elijah Finney. 2nd and 8. Play action. Richie dials another one in, and another overthrow flag way out there at the 25-yard line. So, again, Richie with a ton of time, and maybe that's the bigger story more than anything is the amount of time he's got. What are you seeing, Coach?
He's well protected, and then the back judge picked it up and threw the ball all the way, or threw the flag all the way back to the 37. So I'm not sure if we're going to get another defensive holding or pass interference, but it doesn't look good for Stockdale.
A defensive holding on the Mustangs, and that was thrown by that back judge. It was watching those receivers.
That'll result in a first down for Centennial.
Okay, we want to make an official change here. So number 8 is Elijah Finney. Apologies to the Finney and the Adams family. Elijah Finney. Thank you.
All right.
And another costly penalty for the Mustangs.
Big penalty.
Because all of a sudden now, instead of 2nd and long, it's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line inside Mustangs territory. Just underway here in the second quarter. Richie, RPO, wants to throw down the sidelines. This time it may be on the money, and it is caught. Catch. What a beautiful grab up there. Wow, he put that out there, and it's grabbed. And I'm going to wait till he makes the announcement on that number.
Tyler Fimple, I believe.
Fimple catches the 30-yard completion from Richie.
Tyler Fimple
goes up, high points the ball, comes down with it, made a great play. He was well covered too, and Fimple just makes a great play.
At the 12 of Stockdale.
Richie throws it out there and lets his kids do what they do.
No huddle. They put everybody up there quick. McKinley way out of your picture. He's gone. He's down the far right side. You can't even see him. He's so far down by the numbers.
That's a lot of room to run a route down there.
Richie. They try to stretch it out, and they put it in the hands of Elijah Finney. Finney forward progress took him to about the 7 or 8 yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Finney loses his helmet. Was it ripped off, or they're going to let him stay in the game?
No, they're not.
Here he comes. There you go.
Dutton's going to come in for him.
Okay.
And they still have an opportunity to get a first down. They can get inside the 2-yard line and have it first and goal from the 1 if they want, if they can get there. I'm sure they want it. So now Dutton is back on the right hip of Ritchie. Ritchie decides to keep it. Nice hard run, but he's met up there by Miles Anthony. Anthony with a big tackle, saved a touchdown.
Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 5 going forward.
3rd and 5 from the 6-yard line of Stockdale.
Under 10 to go in this first half. No score. Vance Palm, Steve Napier, Julian Wilson for the Kern High Network. Over at East High School, the Rebels taking on the Blades, and it's Titan Tom Myers, Rick Van Horn, and Kevin Willey, our other game on the Kern High Network. 3rd and 5.
Centennial has a little H-back here on the right side. See what happens.
Ritchie wants to throw, but he steps up, can throw. Oh, and it's just out of bounds.
Ritchie under
Great job by the defensive
the
backfield for the Stockdale Mustangs.
Ritchie does a nice job trying to buy himself some more time down there. But when push came to shove, he had to throw it away.
Nice job by Darius Larswell.
Here we go, 4th and 5, and Centennial's going for it again. 3rd time this game so far.
4th and 5. Ritchie. Nobody's jumping now on the hard count. Coach Shelton, whatever he said.
They learned their lesson, didn't they?
And
timeout,
Coach Stret calls a quick timeout. So 4th and 5, they can still get inside the 2-yard line and get 1st and goal, but it's 9.5 to go here in this first half. No score. Hope you're enjoying all of this. We certainly want to thank our good friends at Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, a name synonymous with supporting all of our students here in the community, our musicians, our singers, our athletes, our cheerleaders. If you're a student in the Kern High School District, the Kern Schools Federal Credit Union Group is behind you. And how about our great friends at Motor City? You talk about
some of those sponsors I talked about.
Auto dealership in the community that is absolutely meshed with our Kern High School District. It's Motor City. We also want to thank the Kern High Network, the network that we're on. There's so much more to it than just us calling a football game. More on that a little bit later. We'll talk about the Achieve magazine. And how about having Bakersfield College this year as one of our partners? It just seems so natural. I call these football games up on the hill with Kenny Calvin. You look down our Renegade roster, and it's just South, Bakersfield, Golden Valley, Ridgeview, Foothill, North, West.
Kern High School District kids up there. That's terrific.
The volleyball team, 100% Kern County volleyballers. So, all right, Coach, here we go. Coach Napier getting nervous up here. These 4th and 5s are getting them all shook up. Here we go. Here's another one. Ritchie in motion. Marisic to the left side. Ritchie rolls to his left, has Marisic looking at him, fires at him, and it's a touchdown patch, but this time it goes to Tristan Flores.
Tristan Flores, they do a good job moving the ball to the left-hand side, let the receivers drag across the field.
You know, Flores broke through, made a little move here, and then came back, and you've got Ritchie rolling, and they were like just in sync.
There you go. Find that empty space and settle down.
Touchdown, Golden Hawks, and that crowd over there is going crazy.
You know, that was a big 4th down play, of course. 3rd time tonight they've gone for it on 4th down, and it pays off.
Centennial up 6-0. Here's the PAT. It's up. Pink flag comes out.
Flag on the play. The kick is good.
Oh, they're saying the ball was touched. I'm not sure exactly. Saw the line judge tipping his fingers.
Yeah, it was deflected, but
yeah.
I don't know that was a flag.
Trying to figure out what happened here. Somebody hit the center or tried to jump on top of somebody?
Did you get more upset with the refs as a quarterback or a coach?
Oh, as a coach. I thought I knew everything as a coach, especially after it happened.
You're right. You know, in all my years of coaching basketball, back to that in just a second. Here's the white hat. He's going to come over and talk to Coach Shelton. A quick discussion. And you've got the holder.
It looks like we're going to have a re-kick. Nobody's moving off the field.
Illegal substitution.
Well, I saw the lineman come on really late.
Yeah.
But to my naked eye, it didn't look like the snap was made before he got set. And then I think Coach Storrett's saying the same thing. I saw the big guy run in, but he was down. Yeah. We didn't snap it till he was down.
Yeah.
That will result in a re-kick.
I'm a little confused on that. But I'll take their word for it. They're down there and we're up here.
Nick Helton, by the way, doing the kicking, and Andrew Townsend doing the holding. And after all that, it's a beauty right through the middle.
Kick is good. That makes the score Centennial 7 and Stockdale 0.
So the Golden Hawks up 7-0
in the first half.
Talking about, when I was coaching basketball for all those years, I would have my conversations with the officials. I'd get on them a little bit, not too bad. And when I'm an announcer courtside for whatever basketball team, I would kind of say a couple things there. Not a big deal. When I started watching my nephew, Cooper Dameron, play basketball at BC, for some reason, as I turned into a fan, all of a sudden, man, I'm getting on the same guys I've known for 25 years. And the one guy, he said, Vance, you didn't say anything as a coach, you say nothing as an announcer, but when your nephew's out here, you want to get mad at everybody? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know, but quit calling fouls on him.
Parents love family, and family love their kids.
Yeah, isn't that great?
A lot of passion. There you go.
Oh, man. Well, how about this? 7-0, the Golden Hawks. They've got to feel like it's 14-0, really, even though it's only one touchdown. They had one that they should have had, and they didn't get scored on down here. So they're feeling pretty decent, and they're going to get the football back to start the third quarter, but we're still 9:24 away from that. Centennial will kick off, and here's the first time to see the return men for the Mustangs.
So we got Gradowitz back there. Stockdale needs to get something going, get a little mojo going. Every time they had something happen, they had a penalty. So we'll see what happens here.
Little 7-iron, bounces at the 15. Whistles blow. I think they're going to say it was on his knee.
Yeah,
Lauren Johnson went down to get it with his knee down. So the
15.
Referee said, hey, that's
another 10 yards that Stockdale lost at least right there.
My buddy Terry Hallam used to say in Arvin, that's a great move if you get away with it. That's a big if, though, huh?
Absolutely.
If you get away with it.
Stockdale deep in their own territory. They haven't had a chance to flip the field position yet. They need to come out and put something together here.
Offense, take the lead. Hey,
Centennial back in that 3-5 again. Just going to rush the three guys. Linebacker steps up every now and then, drops out.
Trips to the left. Jones with a carry. And I think Coach Shelton's telling everybody in the whole stadium, we're going right back to JJ.
Let's go back, see if we can push somebody around, pick up some yards.
Down for Stockdale at their 25-yard line.
It was 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 10 again. 9:05 remaining here in the first half. 7-0. Centennial with the lone score.
You see that three-man front, and you're saying, how can we not run against this? And you want to go out there and just push three guys around and pick up a few yards. But Centennial's been playing that bend, don't break.
And that
Johnson
time
again rumbling forward.
Picks up another
carry on the stop.
3 or 4 yards.
4, 2nd and 6 from the 29.
Stockdale no huddle now. Not a fast no huddle, but.
Second and 7. 8:20 in this first half. Again, they go on the ground, and again, a big run. So Jacob Jones is going to pick up a first down, and he gets up to about the 37-yard line. So,
as a coach, you wonder, can we just keep gashing them like this and keep moving the ball down the field? That takes a lot of patience as a coach to call that kind of a game, because every now and then you get itchy and you want to throw the ball down the field.
You took the words right out of my brain, because I'm thinking Kaiser wants to toss it, but that's just not what's going to happen from the sidelines. Jones, what a great run. Just the patience, and he's still on his feet, and he gets inside the 50-yard line. And the closest guy to him when he went down was his head coach, Shelton, right there. Just pumped up.
So let's see if they can just push him around and push the ball down the field. They've picked up, about 35, 40 yards on this drive right here, and it's all been Jones.
Inside Golden Hawk territory, 1st and 10 from the 49. And Coach Brett Shelton is fired up. He is pumped up. He was giving his running back some love right there close to the sidelines, and I could sense from his vociferous reaction into that microphone. He's probably telling his OC, do it again and again and again and again, and guess what they're going to do? Jones switches hands, stays behind his blocking, and boy, that's a really nice run and some great downfield blocking out there by Larry Brown.
You know, Centennial was loading up the box that time. They were bringing a bunch of guys. Oh, we got a little activity down there.
At the 36 of Centennial.
Got to love a rivalry game. Lots of enthusiasm. But Centennial was loading up the box that play, and they were bringing a bunch of kids, and Jones was able to bounce outside and pick up about 12 or 14.
Actually happy to see those refs let them have a little bit of energy release there. You didn't see the pink flags flying, you know. and big blocking by Brown right there. 6'4", 200-pound receiver right down there blocking out front for you.
That's Larry Brown. Right
again,
up the middle.
Jones again, and it looks like the Golden Hawks.
Uh-oh.
And that may be a face mask.
Gain of 8 to the 29 of Centennial. Carry on the stop.
See what we have here.
Flag on the play.
Umpire going to speak with the referee. Long discussion.
Stockdale saying it's on Centennial. Not sure if that's accurate. Centennial starting to back up, though.
Personal foul against.
Targeting.
That's helmet against Centennial. That will be tacked on to that 8-yard run. And
I didn't see that.
That's a big penalty.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Not at all. Looked like he jumped on a shoulder patch, just trying to bring him down. So umpires made a couple big calls tonight already. Got into Kaiser after a big gain.
First and 10, Stockdale to 17 of
About John a little bit,
Centennial.
and then this one, all of a sudden now.
We'll see what happens. Stockdale's down here in the red zone. They set the ball and they pick it back up and give him another yard.
I don't think he gave him enough.
Let's make that the 15 of Centennial.
All right. So all of a sudden, Stockdale, Kaiser.
Blitz coming off the edge.
Jones with the carry. And some decent defense there that time. And that's Daniel Prince getting over there to at least stop the progress. But a 5-yard gain with some yards after contact.
For the Golden Hawks, 2nd and 5.
Centennial's trying to dial up a little blitz. Trying to mix some things up, make it tougher for Stockdale. That is the nice thing about a 3-5. You can bring guys from every direction.
6:14 and counting here. That's the voice of Steve Napier. Great to have Steve with us tonight. And now Kaiser again looks at his wrist. And Jones does not. He knows the play, knows what it's all about. Big time motion right there by James Lucio. And the big fella, when you're 6'3", 250, you're going to get busted. You can't hide.
Somebody's going to see you.
Yep.
Procedure against Stockdale makes it 2nd and 10.
That's aggravating for Coach Shelton.
Yes.
They're just marching down the field. They don't want any kind of thing to stop them.
No, and that was what happened last time, too. They got down there and started going backwards.
Kaiser puts it in Jones' hands again. They're going on the Jones train right now. They stopped him at the 14-yard line, about a yard gain.
3rd and 8.
And now that's a 3rd and 8 with 5:35 remaining here in this first half. 7-0 Centennial, and you know Stockdale's thinking, we're absolutely putting points on the board, and we don't want it to just be 3.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to get this in the end zone. 3rd and 8 down here in the red zone. We'll see what they dial up.
3rd and 9, Stockdale from the 14-yard line of Centennial.
It's homecoming. There is about 80 cheerleaders down there. The floats are out tonight.
At least.
The convertibles are out. What a fun night.
Great rivalry game here for Bakersfield, Stockdale, and Centennial.
Coach Shelton's going to call a quick timeout, and we'll take it with him. 5:03 here left in this first half. Still Centennial up by a touchdown. Back right after this. Okay, quick timeout, and we're back. And it is 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Kaiser has Jones on his right hip. Play action. Has a man wide open. Oh,
Elijah
goodness.
Hudson.
And he's wide open. Hudson brought down. Nice tackle. Saved the first
Kaiser
down.
pass
Daniel Prince.
Hudson for a gain of about 5, and we're looking at 4th
Well,
and
not
3.
only a first down saving tackle, a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah. 4th and 3. Here comes the field goal team.
So, Coach Shelton
6, 7, 8.
going for the field goal.
4th and 4 from the Centennial 9-yard line.
Kaiser's kicking.
He does it all.
He does it all. We'll see what happens.
No, they goes up behind center. They're not going to kick. I guess.
They got Elijah Hudson in the backfield. We'll see what happens.
Little trickery. They throw it up, and it is intercepted. Picked off. So a play call that was a little too tricky. And a late hit. One of the Golden Hawks laid out a Mustang after the play, and the recipient of the hit, Ryan Beecher, got laid out. It was just a late hit, but honestly, the ball is picked off, and he was tackled at the 4, so they're going to go to the 2, I guess.
Yeah.
2-yard line, and Coach Stret didn't like it, but interesting play call. Little reverse pitch, and they tried to toss it into the end zone.
Well, Centennial was definitely ready for that.
Against Centennial.
Well, Coach, the formation was so bunched up that it wasn't as if the defense had to be real. They weren't stretched out that much.
Yeah.
We need everyone on the floats to report to their float at this time. Everyone on the floats to report to their floats at this time. First down, Centennial from the 2-yard line of the Golden Hawks.
Well, that was, hey.
That's a heartbreaker for Stockdale. I'll tell you what, getting down here in the red zone twice and getting nothing out of it and turning the ball over.
Now they get their defense on, and
Gradowitz doesn't know if he's on or off yet.
And so now you got Coach Shelton who's going to lose it.
Yeah.
He's going to lose it now. They don't get even the 3 out of it.
Stockdale.
Questionable.
Looks like they were missing a linebacker.
Trick play. I shouldn't say questionable that it was a trick play. Just didn't develop well, and Centennial was waiting there for it. And, you got
packed everybody in and then tried to sneak a guy out.
Not the best route either. It wasn't as if the route running did anything to throw them off. And so now all of a sudden, you've got Centennial with 4-12. If they can just grind out a few first downs, you don't think they jog into the locker room up 7?
Going in happy.
With the cheer squad during the 3rd quarter.
So now Richie in the shotgun has Elijah Finney on his left. He whispers to Finney very quickly. Before the lineman even gets set, he whispers over to Finney.
See if Stockdale can make a big play here, keep him pinned
Play
down.
action, wants to throw, has a man open, puts it right on the money. Right on the money, what a toss. Still on his feet, and finally goes down.
Nick Johnson makes a tackle there.
Tristan Flores, and hey, Kern County, I've got to tell you, that was one beautiful, beautiful spiral.
That was a nice pass, nice route. Good job there on the corner route.
Flores on the catch.
That had some Steve Napier zip on it.
At their own 29-yard line.
Under 4 here to go in this first half from their own 29. Goodness, 27-yard play. Talk about breathing room now all of a sudden.
Yeah. Now you're thinking going down the score.
Absolutely they are. Coach Shelton's defense is going to have to dig in here. Richie, RPO again, wants to throw it, steps up. He can run it, puts a move on, and gets to about the 36-yard line. So that chews up 7 yards.
Jose Sainz steps up, makes a nice play on Richie. Otherwise, Richie'd still be running. Richie showing that not only can he throw the ball, he can run the ball. He's a quarterback. He's a leader, making good decisions.
And Steve, even if he just takes 2 steps to the right and steps up into that secondary pocket, all of a sudden he's ultra dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not as if he has to roll out, 15, 20 feet. He just steps up 2 or 3 feet. All of a sudden, Stockdale defense is wants to go down the far sideline again. He flicks it out there again, and this is nice play out there. Really good play by Jaden Hollis to break that up.
Jaden Hollis running stride for stride, gets his arm in there, knocks the ball down, makes a great play. That was a great throw.
Sophomore, huh, Jaden?
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete coming out here and doing what he does.
Julian, nice to see you tonight. It's great to see you, and I'll have to maybe put our photo that we took up on the Kern High Network. We had our traditional photo with a new guy, and Julian
Julian's making us all look bad.
He's letting everybody in Kern County know he's got the biggest arms on the planet.
I've got to grow about 6 inches.
He took up half my body, Steve.
I got to lose some weight.
2-5-2. That's what's on the game clock left in this first half. Now they put Finney on his right hip. It's 3rd and 4. They got to get a first down. Oh, gosh, Richie hit hard. He's not going to get it. So
not going to get it.
And
Anthony inside.
There's 2 or 3, 4 or 5 flags. They're up and they're going, and we'll see who that's going to be on. I think that's going to be on Tristan Flores.
Foul.
Tristan Flores and Jose Saenz. I'm not sure if they're going to call it unsportsmanlike on both, offsetting, or if they're going to try to get one or the other.
Really, the only thing that gets accomplished is some hurt knuckles on helmets. It's about all that you're going to get out of that, and possibly a really tough call if one of the officials saw something. You know, it's always the second hit.
Isn't that the truth?
To get you in trouble. So we'll see. I would imagine with 4 pink flags that it's going to be offsetting, but one official coming over to talk to Coach Shelton, and we'll see based on his reaction.
This is a big call.
Huge call.
Centennial can get a first down, or they can be looking at really long yardage.
It doesn't look like they're moving the football at all. And one of the officials going to talk to Starrett as well.
Yeah, offsetting. That's probably the right call.
But officials have great memories.
Offsetting personal fouls. But
they're going to have that in their halftime discussions.
Yeah.
And more than anything, the big news is a great tackle up there by Miles Anthony. Makes it a 4th and 2. Richie, we've seen the hard count successful only one time tonight. 4 up front for the Mustangs. They tried a little fake. Do they get it? They get it?
Looks like they got it.
And they
goes for it on 4th down.
They got it.
We'll wait for the call.
So Coach Starrett brings some Texas football over. And
it is Stockdale.
Wait, they didn't get it.
No, they're going to say it's a fumble.
Oh, they said it's a fumble. Wow, I didn't see that.
But the whistle, hang on a minute, the whistle's blue.
Yeah, they're talking about it.
The whistle's blue.
Flag on the play as Stockdale recovers the fumble.
Hold on. Illegal shift. Well, that's what they're going to do. They're going to call basically a call on Max Ritchie. He went over to the sidelines and was asking the coach what was going on.
Yeah.
And then the running back went up behind center and took it. It's a great play if Ritchie just doesn't go over and say, hey, coach. Now, I'm wondering if Coach Starrett is thinking, though, that's 100% legal. He's just over here looking for the play, but that's an interesting call. I didn't see a fumble at all.
No, I didn't see that either. I thought he was across the line, but apparently the ball went across the line without him. Stockdale, you talk about living lucky right here. Stockdale gets the ball back, see if they can make something happen.
2:24 left here in this first half. Boy, some interesting stuff going on out there. Kaiser throws over here to Brown. And the big fella makes the catch.
Larry Brown with a catch from Kaiser.
Clock's running. He didn't get out of bounds.
They said he did not get out of bounds. Said his knees touched at the 34 before he went out of bounds.
Prince on the stop.
Stockdale trying to go a little quicker now. See if they can get this ball in the end zone before the half.
2nd and 3 from the 34.
Centennial back in the 3-5.
Kaiser puts it in Jones's hands. Oh, big hit up front, and he's driven backwards. Nothing doing there. So a big hit by Jacob Navarro. We saw him in week 1 just be an absolute beast. And he was helped out over there by number 45.
Navarro on the stop.
And I don't think you even have 45 on your list, Coach.
I don't have 45 here either.
Mystery tackle, double 8. If you're not on either roster, sorry to that family. Okay, here we go. Under 90 seconds left here in the first half. Kaiser wants to throw on a 3rd and 4. Kaiser rolls to the left. Kaiser throws across his body, and it's caught for the first down. We think. Oh, he does get the first down and more. He pushed out of bounds. He was pushed out of bounds.
So Kaiser takes a hit here late, but he slides out to the left, finds Lauren Johnson. Lauren does a good job. I thought he was going to lose yardage, but he gets around the edge and picks up about 15.
He's got a little stinger on his hand or something. He's shaking his right hand, but 1:15 left here in this first half. Centennial leads by a touchdown, 7-0. The Golden Hawks right now are thinking, man, if we can just hang on here.
Yeah.
But the Mustangs at homecoming are starting to feel like, all right, we're starting to get into a rhythm here. But I can tell you, right below us now, we've got Ryan Beecher warming up just in case. He's throwing the football around. Kaiser on a 1st and 10. Ball is at the 22-yard line. Kaiser throws over here, and it is going to be caught, but he's on his knees when he catches Hollis.
Not much there.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
And the Mustangs don't have any more timeouts, Coach.
Yeah, they got to get it going.
They burned all their timeouts here in the first half already, so now Kaiser's starting to direct traffic, telling Hollis to get to the right. And it's under a minute to go. Kaiser drops back, looks to his right, little screen play out to Jones. Jones gets some good tackling. Flag on the play, though. Don't know what it's going to be. A great run by Jones, so the clock will stop when the whistles blow.
Not sure what they're going to call here. Ball was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so linemen could be downfield, so we'll wait and see what happens.
And out there in the flats, Coach, a lot of times that's on the offense.
Yeah.
For a holding, or maybe that, maybe a
lineman may have had somebody by his shirt or something. Nevertheless, they're waving it off.
No flag on the play.
All right.
That's a great call, because I don't believe there was any infraction out there, and I'm not just saying that as an after the fact guy. I just didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what the call was. So now they start the clock. Under 40. Kaiser drops back. Kaiser flushed out of the pocket. You better get rid of it. Kaiser throws, but it's knocked out of his hands right on contact. And
Kaiser's pass under pressure.
Yeah, he hung on to it for about 2 steps too long.
We don't have the name for number 45, and we apologize. Can't give it to you. We don't have it.
We'll see if we can track that down at halftime.
Hey, perfect job for new guys. That's, hey, so glad you volunteered to do that, Steve. Isn't that right, Julie? I mean, if you're the new guy,
yeah.
I'm not going to make you get us pizza, but
got to shag information down.
Coach Napier walked right into that one.
There you go.
All right, here we go. It is 4th, and they need to get a first down. It's 4th and 4. They've got to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. And Kaiser looks around, wants to throw, tosses it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Everybody wanted
Kaiser pass intended for Brown.
Interference. They thought he might have been shoved in the back. No call there, so.
Yeah, no call. Larry Brown was hoping for a little pass interference, and he didn't get it.
It could have been called, but it wasn't, and
Centennial gets the ball.
How about that?
Centennial has been playing some terrific defense, stuffing Stockdale when they need to. Stockdale's been down in the red zone 3 times and has nothing to show for it.
And, storylines coming in were the 4 straight wins, none bigger than the 4th one they just had over BHS. Centennial's had a tough schedule. Coach Starrett just coming in from Texas, tried to build it up. And look at this. Richie's they're not taking an E.
Yeah.
They want to make something happen. Speaking of Coach Starrett, he's like, hey, look, see what we can do here. Our quarterback's got a gun on him, and he's got a lot of time as well. He is. Now he goes down, and that may call.
Yeah, they may let the clock run out here.
Herrera on the stop.
So they were going to give it one shot, and they let it ride. We think they are.
That'll be 2nd and 15.
Can't imagine.
16.
And that's going to do it for the first half. 7-0.
The
Boy, there was a lot that went on there. We will take a break, step away from the microphone. Julian will try to bring you some halftime excitement. The marching band and color guard from Stockdale High School, as good as it gets. One of the best in the state of California. So with homecoming and marching band and color guard, Steve Napier and I will take a long break. We'll see you in the third quarter. Centennial up 7-0 on the Kern High Network.
The cheerleader.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, it's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs. Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of like hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus, anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class, so they can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.
In animal care, the students learn a variety of things, whether it's tools or terms. In the veterinary field, they learn about the skeletal systems, animal nutrition, the housing, how to properly care for them. They also have the opportunity in the spring to actually go work at a veterinary hospital or at an animal shelter or a grooming salon.
Animal restraint, weight and temperature, pulse, respiration, all of that I learned here.
They take a state certified test, and if they pass, they become a certified vet assistant right out of high school.
It's always hands-on, and so I think that's what really helps us, is that we're not just getting it from a textbook, we're actually doing these things, and we're actually practicing these things that we'll be doing in our future careers.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
We're in manufacturing engineering. We design parts, 3D parts, 2D parts, we create assemblies.
It's helping me get training in all of this stuff, like the computer programs that we have here, the machines that we have here. We learn a lot of math in here, mostly geometry and fractions, because I love math. That's why I'm in this class.
Mr. Lemmy, he's a great instructor.
So the problem is this piece itself.
He really goes hands-on with us. He helps us as much as we can. We've learned a lot from him.
Right now we're supplying students that are skilled in the safety, basic operation of machine work, and then they also leave with some soft skills. They understand they have to be on time. They understand that they have to get up and talk to people. Most of them are walking out of here with a solid foundation in the entry level of a trade.
They can have a job anywhere they go because they have a basic understanding of what it's going to take to put products out that people are going to use.
Hopefully this is a good career for me. You know, end up doing something good, have a good life, and make some money.
Well, we're learning a lot, and especially with just the basic knowledge of what you would need for an entry-level job.
All the basic skills to be a medical assistant in a doctor's office or a clinic.
You're leaning on it, and that'll make a difference.
And then they also do on-the-job training, and they work in doctor's offices or clinics throughout Kern County. The kids are job ready, and many of them are employed before the end of the school year. They're promised a job, as well as they continue their education. We have many registered nurses out there and even physicians.
I'm thinking I want to be an anesthesiologist. So a lot of school, but it'll be worth it in the end. We're learning the different roles, what a game designer is, what they do, and how video games are made, and how to deconstruct them.
We're also going to be teaching the hard skills, which includes learning the Unreal Engine. And what the Unreal Engine is it's a game development tool that students will be able to use to make their very own video games. And this is something that actually industry professionals use every day to make some of the top-selling games. They're all the same size. You're all on the same plane. There's no undulating terrain or anything like that.
Our instructor, he's really amazing. He encourages everybody. He's really fun, and he makes learning fun.
So they've got top-of-the-line computers here, and they're set up to excel. I would be surprised if other students their age coming out of high school would have anywhere near the level of expertise that these guys are going to have.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990. Or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Kern Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. Kern High Network, live exclusive coverage of student activities in the Kern High School District. Tonight it's athletics, and it is the culmination of 4 years of seniors at Stockdale High School as their float just went by, the senior class of 2020.
Stockdale will kick off to open
They've
the
just
second
gone
half.
by.
Jack
The
Kaiser
homecoming
will be
king
kicking
and
off for the
queen have been
Mustangs.
announced, and it's still a 7-0 ball game. No scores changed during halftime, but one thing that Coach Steve Napier, my partner, now he's up here kissing. And look, you can break a couple rules, but Julian, you're supposed, look, man.
Hey, Julian said it was okay.
20 years I've been in the media. Never had a single person kiss me during the live broadcast. All right, one thing you did notice, Coach, is we got a lot of homecoming stuff going on, but guys coming out of this physical therapy tent.
Absolutely, yeah. We had Jose Saenz. He was on the bike, and Tucker Arias was on the bike trying to loosen up. We had Jack Kaiser getting his wrist taped as the ball bounces past the Centennial D-back.
Ball at the 20, where Centennial will take over first and 10 to begin the second
Slid
half.
past Dutton. So Stockdale looks like they're going to catch a break, and Centennial's going to start at the 21-yard line.
Stephen Lynch writing for us tonight, the Lynch mob for the Kern High School District, gave us some stats. Not a lot of big numbers, and what I can tell you is that all the rushing yards, 100% of the rushing yards, all came from Jones.
Yes.
100%. Nobody else gathered any yards on the ground. So Richie's passing yards, 175 yards in the first half. And
he had a good night.
And he probably could have had more and some more touchdowns, but it's first and 10. Marisic coming in motion. He's going to open up a big hole, or try to, and he does.
Bounces it
and
out.
Finney able to get up to about the 34-yard line. The 29-yard line.
You know, Centennial's come out and they've matched Stockdale's enthusiasm and intensity that first half. And like you said, they missed a touchdown going in, and then they picked up another one. Stockdale's trying to deal with the homecoming hangover possibly from big night at BHS, and then Stockdale has to turn around during their homecoming and fend off Centennial. Tough task for these kids right now.
Golden Hawks up 7-0, start of the third quarter. Richie, second play, also a run play. Finney had a move or two to make, but then he finally got hit by Zeke Armijo.
Zeke Armijo steps up, makes a nice play.
Maybe a gain of 1.
First, looks like a first down
for Centennial.
So Centennial's got a little momentum coming right out of the half. Stockdale's really got to step their game up, battle through, and put the distractions aside and start making some plays. And Centennial's saying they're not going to have any of it.
Elijah Finney on the right side. Richie was successful the first hard count of the night. Hasn't happened since, but he'll still keep trying. Again, Finney stretched out to the far side, cuts up field. Great pursuit by the Mustangs, and on top of that, a big pop at the end.
Big hit by Zeke Armijo, it looks like again.
Finney on the carry.
If Armijo is 17, that's him.
Yes. Zeke's just coming back from an ankle sprain. Missed about 3 weeks.
All around the ball.
Now he's trying to make up for a little lost time.
5'10", 175, all of it. Absolutely all of it Armijo is.
Zeke's the kind of kid that wants to introduce himself to the offense.
And, Coach, I believe that's one of the players from this Mustangs crowd that we'll see in some postseason awards. He's a tough kid. 2nd and 10. Quick little shot out here to Marisic. Oh, boy, Reese Marisic, and he's not easy to bring down, so they had to go low to get him.
Yeah, Saenz again.
Yeah, Saenz. We saw him coming out of the physical therapy tent as well. And
another first down for Centennial.
On the catch and a gain of
they
about
picked
10,
it up.
First down from
Reese Marisic is a junior. He's a huge kid. He
Good
wrestled
looking
as
football
well.
player.
His dad, Jim Marisic, played on the 1988 Bakersfield College championship team. A lot of great athletic bloodline, and
a lot of good genes there.
Believe it or not, as big and stocky he is, he's a fantastic basketball player. Great touch around the rim, so he's got those great hands. He's in motion again. Now they're going to go behind him for a block, and this time Mustangs battle through. Pink flag on the play.
See what that is.
Armijo.
That could be a big play
around the ball.
For either team. Stockdale really needs a little help here. Centennial's got some motion, or some momentum. Stockdale needs a little break.
And we're seeing by some hand signals by some of the Mustangs, it's going to be against
illegal shift.
An illegal
against
shift.
Centennial.
And I would imagine they're thinking it was Marisic.
Yeah, Marisic was coming in motion there. So at this point in time, you're thinking as a coach, all right, we got a little break here. Centennial's put together a little drive. Now what can we do with it? We got to make another big play here and put Centennial in a 2nd and long situation. Can't let them pick up that big play and make it 2nd and short. So we'll see what Coach Shelton dials up.
Finney's on the right hip of Richie. Everybody else is up on the line. Finney goes in motion, kind of just jogs out here below us to the right side, so it ends up being 3 over here on the right side. Looks like a screenplay. They do, and it's a one-hander, and they lay out Richie. He is hot.
Wraps up the ball.
Yeah, Elijah Hudson, number 4, bringing the heat on Richie. Centennial picked up about 4 yards, maybe 3 or 4 yards.
Boy, that screenplay took so long to develop that Richie's just exposed.
Yeah,
he took a pop by Hudson.
So here you go, 2nd and long, 2nd and 11 or so. Centennial's got to make a play here. Stockdale needs to make a play. We'll see what happens.
3 out on the left side. Stockdale. 2 defensive linemen actually in a stance, but now it looks like they're bringing 4. Maybe they do. They come with 4. Quickly read and broken up out there. Nice play by Jeremiah Gradowitz.
Yeah,
from Richie.
Gradowitz read that well, got his hand in there, knocked it down. So now you got 3rd and long here.
Jacob Jones coming in on defense.
Was the
it looked like Stockdale has
from the 40.
kind of gotten away from the 4-3 a little bit, and they're only having 2 down linemen trying to get athletes on the field to run around with Centennial. Little different look for Stockdale this year. Typically they like to have those big guys up front, but now they're going a little smaller lineup up front.
3rd and 11, balls at their own 40, the Golden Hawks. First offensive possession of the 3rd quarter. Again, 2 down linemen, but they bring 4 again. And this time he's in trouble. They got to him.
Wrapped up and dropped for a loss of 10.
And coaching staff going crazy in the Centennial Golden Hawks side. Coach Stret, either he or one of his staff members, all over the officials, thought his receiver was held as he was releasing down the sidelines.
Yeah.
No call, no flag, and a great sack by the Mustangs.
Stockdale brought in Jacob Jones, their tailback, put him down on the defensive line. So they're pulling out all the stops. Got to make a change.
That's the voice of Steve Napier, North High grad, Point Loma Nazarene graduate grad, coach at East and South, longtime teacher here at Stockdale. Great to see some of these alumni cheerleaders down here. Some of these moms, they're doing it. They've got the jeans and the jackets. They're like, hey,
making things happen.
We're having fun down here. Here's a punt, first punt of the evening. That's a nice one.
Gradowitz lets it bounce.
Picks it up at the 26, trying to make something happen. Makes one miss.
He's
got some room.
He's got to pick it.
Flag on the play before it even evolves. So Gradowitz making a big move. This crowd going crazy, but a flag is thrown way back, and there's actually 2 flags. So 2 officials saw the same play, and
huge punt return.
That's too bad.
Jeremy Gradowitz, but there is a flag.
That was that excitement, that big momentum breaker that you needed, and unfortunately there was a bad block.
Coach, they just set up the wall perfectly.
Yeah.
He made one cut, and it goes back. But sometimes in those plays, you just have a situation where it's too good to be true.
Yeah. Penalty on the play.
You always try to tell your kids, make sure your head's in front so you don't get that clipping call, and apparently that didn't happen.
On the return against Stockdale will negate that
touchdown
call
holding.
But Stockdale will gain possession.
Well, and then you've got
I saw this one over here, the second flag. It looked like, to me, it looked like a good block, but maybe the guy said that it was one of those unnecessary hits or whatever the case may be.
And then you've got Gradowitz, like any return man would say, you didn't have to. I didn't need you. I didn't even need you.
Yeah.
It's always a return man that says, what are you doing? I don't need anybody out here.
Those fast kids, they like to say that. So Stockdale's going to get the ball here and deep in their own territory again. They haven't had good field position all night, so we'll see what they can do. They need to put together a drive.
10 at their own 22.
7:23 here in this third quarter. First possession.
Trips left
for the Mustangs in the third quarter, but they don't fool anybody. Jones right up the middle. Big play, big first down. Brought down at the 43-yard line. So Coach Shelton
first down, Stockdale.
Starting the third quarter off like he did the second quarter.
Nice little 18-yard pickup right there. That'll get you flipping the script on the field position. But Stockdale doesn't need to flip field position. They need touchdowns. Centennial's back in the 3-5.
In a scrimmage, and he able to grind out 9 yards. Boy, he was just stuffed at
second and
right behind his offensive lineman.
1 yard to go at the 48 of Centennial.
And Jacob Jones, a sophomore, Coach.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid. Nice kid, does things right in the classroom, does things right out here on the field.
Again,
Jones pounding forward for a first down and a gain of 5 to the 44 of the Golden Hawks.
Another first down.
You know, it looks a lot like the first half. Centennial's playing that loose defense and the bend don't break. We'll see if it works out for him here in the second half.
Third quarter moving along pretty quickly. We're already at the 6-minute mark. Centennial had a long first drive, nothing to show for it. It's still just a 7-0 ball game. Jones again. This time Centennial says, all right.
There you go.
For 1, second
After
and
the 5th time, we're going to just wait.
Yeah,
we're right here.
We'll load up and bring the house.
With some of the alumni cheerleaders saying hi to the athletic director. the same era, maybe. I think the same era.
There you go.
5.5. This thing just keeps moving along. Jones this time behind that big offensive line, and wow, what a great job by Maximus. He just got behind Big Max and said, do it, I'm right behind you.
Max is a big kid, you can do that too.
Tucker Arias, Jeremy Johnson.
3rd and short.
They did not get the first down, just like Steve said, we're close.
See if Centennial brings the house here, thinking of another run to Jones. Here they come.
Gets the first. Nice job up there. Tackle made for a first down and a gain of 2
by
Stockdale, first and 10
Egan
at the
Carey
34 of the Golden Hawks.
And Egan's been on a few tackles. I haven't called his name, but he's been on a few tackles there. 4:45 to go here in this third quarter. I'm Vance Palm, Julian Wilson to my right, Steve Napier to my left.
Centennial playing a little looser, 2 high safeties now.
1st and 10. They are opening up a hair. There's a pass, and it's caught out there by Hutchins. And here he comes.
Nice
and
move.
he's tackled out there.
On the pass from Kaiser and a gain of
Hollis with the catch.
Nice move by Hollis.
2nd and 4, maybe right around there. 2nd and 3. And, you know, they just go Jones left, Jones right, Jones up the middle, and then pop. Quick little spin out there to Hollis, and exactly what they had hoped for. 7-yard gain.
Yeah. Centennial playing 2 high safeties now. We'll see what happens. Give it a little 3-4 look, walking some guys up, walking some guys back. Little sweep.
And it's a nice sweep. A great job out there by Lauren Johnson.
Yeah.
12.
Well, you look, Steve, we're looking at down this roster, and some of these skill players, I didn't give it that title. Somebody in the big NFL did. Those skill players at that position, a lot of underclassmen.
Yeah, they're young out there. They've got a senior, heavily dominated senior class line, but the skill kids are all young guys.
Junior, sophomore, junior. 1st and 10. And they go back to the workhorse tonight, Jacob Jones.
Forward for more yardage.
I think Coach Shelton basically said in that halftime, gentlemen, when we get the ball in the third quarter, we are going to chew up some dirt, and we are going to get it in the end zone.
Well, we're back down. Stockdale's back down inside the red zone again. So they haven't been successful yet. So we'll see if they can change their luck down here.
The players just say, man, this place seems familiar. We just haven't been able to get in.
Centennial's back in that 3-man front there, and you think, man, we should run against this. But they've stepped up every time.
Fired out, and it is caught. And what a great catch,
Hollis.
and then a couple of good moves by Hollis to the 12-yard line. He went up and grabbed it and came down and didn't have his sure footing underneath him, and it just held him up just a split second.
Yeah, lost his footing a little bit.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Again, Centennial with that bend, don't break attitude. We're on the far hash. Stockdale is. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. We'll see what happens.
Hollis in motion, but just a strong run play to the left.
Jones driving forward.
Going to be close. I think he's short.
And it's going to be 4th and a long one.
A long one.
Okay, what do you do here?
At the 8-yard line of Centennial.
Well, We haven't seen it all night, Steve. What about Kaiser trying to do something with his legs?
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet, but then again, there's Centennial again waiting in that 4.
Yep.
You never know. Oh,
no.
And are you kidding me? And the coaching staff can't believe it. And
Stockdale shoots themselves in the foot
I
again.
even hate to say his name, but that's James Lucille, second time now. He's just a little antsy, a little excited, and boy, that's a tough one there.
Illegal procedure against Stockdale will make it.
And he feels just horrible, absolutely horrible. He's hunched over, he's got his hands on his cage, and his teammate, Big Max said, hey, look, that's over, we need you.
Yeah.
He's done a great job up there, has James Lucille, but here we go. Now, what do you think, Coach?
Well, 4th and 6, 4th and 7. I tell you what, you got to have a good play. You got to have a great play. Centennial's thinking we'll bend, we won't break.
Here we go. Kaiser looks, throws to the corner. What a great move. And there's nothing there. No flag, no nothing. Now it's just a
Kaiser pass.
I thought there was a little pushing and shoving
a little
down
bit. There was a little bit, but I will tell you, the line judge, his eyes were glued on it. So because he didn't throw the flag, it tells me that he was committed to watching every last bit of it. It wasn't as if he wasn't watching it. It just, and the pass was really high, so maybe that helped in his no decision. But doggone it, here we go again. The Mustangs get down and cannot convert. A costly.
Yeah. That take you back to that punt where Gradowitz goes 70 yards for a touchdown. They get inside that 20 and they can't make things happen.
You're so right, Coach. You're so right. 1:31 left here in this third quarter. Now Richie comes out and says, man, I've got 85 yards and a lot of time. Let's see what we can do here. They keep it on the ground. It's Finney. Finney gets nothing. Great job out there by the defense.
Yeah.
No game.
A bunch of guys made that tackle.
Really nice. The first one in there was Adam Herrera.
Signs stopping him cold. 2nd and 10.
They say signs on the PA, but I see 32 making the tackle. So either way, a Mustang got him quickly right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
You know, Centennial seems to be real comfortable with the ball down here. They've come out every time and pushed the ball down the field. So we'll see what Richie can dial up.
We're below a minute now in this third quarter. I don't want to vex anything, but man, this thing has moved along very, very quickly here. And Richie's taking his time, and that back judge just basically starts his counting right now. Richie wants to throw deep in his own territory, steps up, has a ton of time, and it is dropped.
Oh, my goodness.
It is dropped.
That ball hit him right in the chest.
And I'll tell you what.
Tyler Fimple, I think, he felt bad. He dropped that pass, but holy smokes, that was a nice pass, and Tyler ran a great route, and I don't know if
my gosh, if you're Coach Starrett right now, you're just thinking, can any of my receivers catch?
Yeah.
If they could, this thing would be out of reach already.
Yeah.
That was right in the breadbasket. And to your point, Coach, he just stepped up off one leg and just tossed a little Baker Mayfield toss in there. That was nice.
Nice play. I think Tyler may have been surprised that it got through and hit him in the chest.
Oh, it's here. Well, now it's 3rd and 10. What a costly drop if you're a Golden Hawk fan. Play action, good protection, but he's flushed out for a second. Lets this one fly, and it's going to be up for grabs, and it is broken up. Great job out there.
Nick Johnson did a good job.
Nick Johnson.
I thought Tristan Flores may have had a chance on that rebound there, but ends up dropping to the ground.
So the Mustangs having their toes stubbed by some penalties. The Golden Hawks are dropping footballs.
I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the first 3 and out for Stockdale?
Richie's pass
for Centennial?
Sorry, for Centennial?
No, they had one of the first. They've had one in the first half.
Okay. It's deep for the Mustangs.
Because they've punted already.
Yeah. Big play here.
This could bounce right in his hands, and it does. Taken at the 45-yard line. And Gradowitz looking for some room, got some blocking, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line. So a real friendly bounce and great field position for the Mustangs. It's 7-0. You're watching all of this on the Kern High Network, live exclusive coverage of Kern High School District student activities. Tonight it's athletics, it's football. The Mustangs at homecoming welcoming in the Centennial Golden Hawks. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Julian Wilson. He is handling everything technically. Our entire operation here wouldn't be getting to you without Julian and my partner Steve Napier tonight. We call him the natural. It's just been a perfect night tonight. He gets kisses up here. He's got visitors. It's comical. 1st and 10. Jones on the cover, on the rush. And
Jones
pushes forward for about 6.
Boy, that looked easy.
Yeah, it looks easy when you're outside the 20, right?
Gain of 6, second
And
and 4.
Grant Bloom, another name we haven't called very much tonight for the Golden Hawks, but a very important part of this football team, a running back, a receiver, a DB, and he gets dinged up on the wrist, but that's it. A super fast third quarter.
Yes.
7-0. When this score gets reported across the county tonight at the end of 3, it's 7-0 Centennial. You're going to get the oohs and ahs when we come back. Fourth quarter action on the Kern High Network. Well, Coach Napier?
Yes. I tell you what, Stockdale's got to quit monkeying around and put something in the end zone, and Centennial says, we're not going to let you do it. You've been down here 4 times, and you haven't got anything yet.
Okay, Kaiser hands the ball off to Hollis. Hollis thrown down in the backfield.
Loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and about 7.
They're saying 2 yards on the loss, and it will bring up a 3rd and 7. And,
3rd and 7, Stockdale to 35.
you know, the way this game started tonight, I figured we'd be like in the I thought it'd be like in the 28-21 range.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some easy drop touchdown passes. The way Stockdale got down to the 1-yard line before penalties, I'm thinking this will be a high-scoring game, and it's 7-0.
Going to slugfest on defense.
Kaiser on 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground to Jones. Big play. Jones gets up to the 27-yard line. He may have picked it up.
Looks like he got it.
He has a 1st and 10 on an 8-yard gain.
Oh, they needed that.
That was a big play for Stockdale. Big play.
So now after Coach Shelton, good play calling, great execution, and no penalties.
We just got to finish.
Right, and if you're Coach Starrett, you're thinking, hey, just keep doing what we've been doing in these situations.
Absolutely.
We got 3 down close. They bring 4, but they see that it's going to be a pass play. And
Gradowitz out there on the edge.
Gradowitz wrapped up very quickly.
Dropped after a gain of 1.
Nice tackle by Daniel Prince.
Kaiser.
Boy, those passes across the hash get me nervous.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get there.
Sure does.
So 2nd and about a long 8.
It's a long 8, you're right.
2nd and 9.
Kaiser gives it Jones. Jones in big trouble, and he's hit hard. Flag on the play.
I'm not sure what that's going to be.
I don't know. The white hat was right next to the action, but it came from the umpire a long, long ways away.
He must have saw something we didn't see. I see the Stockdale kids clapping a little bit. I don't know if that means it's on Centennial.
Mask.
Yeah. Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask against the Golden Hawks.
That's big for Stockdale.
Coach Durrett can't believe it.
He's a little excited over there.
That will result in a 1st down for the Mustangs.
He's giving the officials an earful.
Well, you know, it was such an impactful hit in the backfield, and it would have been a big play that the Mustangs were going to have to deal with on play calling from that point. But I'll tell you what.
Centennial's done a terrific job with their red zone defense. So
personal foul as they grab Jones' face mask.
As much as this means to Stockdale, Centennial's going to have to step up and continue to doing what they do. We'll see what happens. Stockdale's going trips to the white side here.
10-17 remains in the fourth quarter. Kaiser in the shotgun. Gives to Jones. Jones, some nifty footwork. Jones gets down to about the 5 or 6 yard line.
Driving forward.
Strong run.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
We'll see if Stockdale stays with the preferred Jacob Jones running game here.
Coach, they can pick up a first down.
Yes,
2nd
they
and
can.
3. They can get a first down at the 3 yard line.
Centennial still has those 3 down.
Jones again
pushing forward.
Close to a
the
first
sticks,
down.
But it looks
see
like
what
it'll
happens.
be 3rd and short.
3rd and short.
Boy, 3rd and real short. Real short.
Very close.
I can't believe they're not going to measure that. But
yeah,
okay.
You're right.
Less than a yard. 3rd and a half yard.
Looks like 3rd and
At
6
the
inches from
3 yard
here.
line.
The clock continues to tick, so the drama's building here late in this football game. And I think the officials are going to measure. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. It's so close that they may bring a measurement out. The clock stops. Both teams get to take a breather.
I think that'd be a good idea.
When they put that marker down, my buddy Steve Napier said, man.
Official timeout for a measurement.
I know what you're thinking. Earlier in the first half, they measured one that was about 2 yards apart, and now this one's right on top of the marker, so they're going to measure.
I pay a lot for these glasses, man.
Well, they're going, and this is a big deal.
Yeah, this is a big play right here. Either way, whether it's first down or 3rd down, it's a big play.
I think they're going to get it. I think it's a first down.
Yeah.
First down.
First down and goal for the Mustangs at the 3 yard line.
It's 1st and goal.
So well done by the officials coming out and double checking that. We'll see what Stockdale can dial up. You know, you've mentioned it earlier, little Jack Kaiser running with his legs. Maybe they fake it to Jones and let Kaiser go around the edge. Who knows? Or maybe they just give it to Jones. They've done that all night long.
Here we go. 1st and goal from the 3 yard line. Kaiser in the shotgun.
Kaiser
He
around
keeps
the
it.
edge. There
we
you
talked
go.
about it. We talked about it.
Oh, on the 1 yard line.
And they give it to him at the
Kaiser
1.
pulls the ball out.
I figured
And it's
sooner
very
or later.
close to
That
the
was
goal
that
line.
They were building for that.
good time to do it.
2nd and goal from the 1 or less.
Kaiser will come over. Quick word with coaching staff.
Centennial's going to be ganging up on the D line here. See what happens. See who pushes who around.
Jones. Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Stockdale.
In for the touchdown.
And the crowd goes wild.
A 1 yard drive dive by Jones makes it Centennial 7 and Stockdale 6.
They got in.
Now in a big play right here, we've got
Gradowicz is the kicker.
Kaiser.
Sorry. Kaiser is the kicker, coach, and
Kicker, quarterback,
punter.
They tried to fake it last time when they were kicking the field goal.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So here's for.
Oh, they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, well, that's why I was starting to prep it that way because I don't see a T, and
yeah.
So they're spreading it out big time. This is to take the lead.
2 by 2.
League play.
Oh,
the ball's
no.
batted up, and it is broken up. So a
Kaiser's
fantastic
pass broken up,
play
and the
by
score
A.J.
remains
Morgan.
Centennial
He's
7
had a
and Stockdale
big night
6 with
tonight.
Number 45.
And he got his hand in there, and they were going to try to stretch that out over to Jacob Jones. A good idea, actually, to give all that talent, all that room, but a huge play and a heads-up play by A.J. Morgan. He's had 2 big hits tonight that stopped a first down.
Yep.
And he had a huge hit on another shot they had to get a first down in the first half, and then he sticks his hand up and deflects it. And it's one thing to nick it, but it's another when it pops up 15 feet in the air. Then it's pretty much over.
Absolutely.
Too much time, and so what a big call.
Jack
And
Kaiser,
I applaud
kick
going
out
for the 2.
Stockdale.
Yeah.
Just a great play. It's a great play.
And Flores.
So here you go. Who has the momentum now? Does Stockdale have
Or
the momentum,
Centennial.
or does Centennial regain and takeoff down the field. This will be interesting to see what happens on this drive.
What a football game. 8:15 remains here in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's a pitching wedge. It's going to have to be taken, and it is. Fair caught at the 35-yard line. Heads-up play by Daniel Prince. Free safety cornerback. He's got the hands, and he waved it. It was like a shortstop just waving everybody off. I got it. So, the drama in the fourth quarter. Boy, Coach Napier brought it with him tonight.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's it, buddy. So
Centennial 3 and out last time. Let's see what they can dial up here, see if they can get something going. Stockdale needs to keep the momentum and get the ball back.
Oof. Okay, so you've got Elijah Finney on the right hip of Richie. He puts Flores in motion, and he wants to keep. Nice play there. Gets about 2 or 3 yards.
Up after a gain of 2 or 3.
He's done that several times tonight, Richie has, and he's made a play every time he's done it, so that's not a bad idea.
Elijah Hudson in on the tackle.
Science on the tackle, 2nd and 7.
Stockdale's going with a 3-down lineman. 4 linebackers, they're all moving around. Looks like they're trying to go with that quick unit again. Get some athletic ability on the field, see if they can make some plays for you.
Richie in the shotgun. In motion. Again, he sends Flores. Richie drops back, has time, fires one across the middle.
This one's
and it's dropped again.
And
the Centennial Golden Hawk fan base over there just can't believe another drop of a perfect pass.
Yes.
Incomplete.
Richie couldn't have thrown it any better.
On the coverage.
And
can't get the number. I think it's
that's
number
McKinley
12?
again. And McKinley's had, and I hate to say it, but I got to say it is the play-by-play man. He's had 3 big drops tonight, and that one could have put a serious dent in Stockdale's hopes. But, boy, you got to feel bad for Max Ritchie. He is just dropping dimes on the numbers tonight. Woo.
Yeah, that would have been 7 points for Centennial.
Fires one out, and it is off the shoulder pads.
Signs
ripped
picks
off.
it off.
Big hit.
Wow, so there's your momentum changer right there, right?
Off the shoulder pads of Carson McKinley, and it pops up straight in the air.
You know, Signs had a big pick last week against BHS. He returned it for a touchdown, and he does the same thing again here. Now we'll see what Stockdale can do with it.
So McKinley goes over to the sidelines in the back corner back there and squats down and
trying to gather his thoughts.
Yeah, that one goes off his shoulder pad, straight up in the air, picked off. So now all of a sudden you got a 6-7 ball game. I start with the 6 first because that's who has the ball. Now Jones, they're trying to fill some momentum. Jones. And a flag from the head official, the referee, right in the backfield.
The 32.
Throws the flag, and it's interesting because Kaiser looked back at the official when he saw the flag come, and now he's trying to explain it to Coach Shelton, saying, Coach, that's not a hold. He's trying to tell his own coach, that wasn't a hold, Coach.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that was coming from, but he saw something we didn't.
That'll make it 1st and 15.
That can steal a little momentum from Stockdale. Help Centennial out here.
Well, backs him up to a 1st and 20 at least. 7:05 and counting left here in the fourth quarter. Tossed out to the far side. It's pitched. It's caught. Big hit, and it's caught out there by Trujillo.
Yeah.
Back. It's 2nd and 11.
2nd and long for Stockdale. Centennial again with their bend don't break.
6.5 left in this fourth quarter. For it only having 13 total points scored, it's hard to remember a game as exciting of this 13-point game. There's been so much action in this football game tonight. Kaiser hands off to Jones. Jones looking to get to the outside. Jones cuts up, and he's still on his feet.
Yeah.
And he gets up to about the 30-yard line. So
a nice run of about
going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and 4. So that's a long 4.
Long 4.
Well, the ball is placed.
Well, looks like
3rd and 3.
They keep moving that down marker over there.
The umpire just decided where he was going to put it. I'm putting it right here. And the whole side judge and the marker guys moved up. So here we go.
I got to believe it's 4-down territory for Stockdale.
I would imagine. They go on the ground again. They think they can get it. They do not.
Jones
the ball is
close.
Just short.
Yep, it's going to be 4th and 1.
The 29.
So Coach Durrett already giving out the signals to his defense.
Stockdale's going for it.
Both teams have 3 timeouts. Don't know if either team would want to use it with this much time left because of the close score.
Yeah, you may need those at the end of the game, that's for sure.
So here we go. We've not seen Kaiser all night long attempt any kind of a hard count, and he doesn't this time. Gives it to Jones. Jones is going to pick up the first down, maybe more. He gets to the outside. Flag on the play. And the coaching staff from Centennial, all of them were, they were all calling for the hold on the left side of the line.
That's going to come back.
And 2 flags pop out over there.
We'll see what happens here. So I got to believe it's going to be 4th and about 12.
4th and long,
Yeah.
no matter what, Coach. So, boy, again, you hate to have it part of your script that the reason that you're in such a tough fight tonight is sprinkled with all of these self-inflicted wounds.
Holding against Stockdale will negate that first down run.
Stockdale puts their punting team out on the field.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Make it about 4th and about 11.
Officially 4th and 11. Looks like more like 4th and 12 like Coach had mentioned. And so you've got your punter, kicker, quarterback, Kaiser standing at midfield. And he does pass. We knew it. He throws it up there, and it is a bad toss. Oh, a flag comes in.
Flag on the play as Kaiser's pass falls incomplete.
What do we got down here? I didn't see this.
The flag comes in from the back judge. This will be, I'm not quite sure what this call is going to be, and he goes straight to the white hat to explain the call. Pass interference. Oh, on Stockdale, it's declined, trying to get some space.
And at their own 39.
So Centennial picks up a big break here.
Your thoughts on the fake?
You know, I gotta believe when you're in a 7-6 ball game, you pull out all your tricks, and so hard to second guess that. Unfortunate that you had pass interference. It's one of those things. If it works, you're a hero, and if it doesn't. Give Centennial decent field position, though.
Just to talk it out. Talking it out. My only point is if you do punt them, at least you're pushing them with that style of punt.
Yep.
You might push them back to the 15, to the 10, maybe.
Absolutely.
But now they're at the 43-yard line. But again,
2nd and 7.
A lot of armchair quarterbacking done by announcers. I just thought they actually were going to punt it. Just to push them back there a little bit.
At the 43.
If the Golden Hawks can grind out the clock and a couple of first downs from where they're at,
game over.
It's going to be a tough sell here for the Mustang faithful to think they're going to pull one out here.
Well, Centennial hasn't been fooled on anything all night long. They're taking their time getting the play in, letting that clock run down.
Stephen Lynch, writing for the Kern High School District, Kern High Network. He's the scribe for this evening. He's making his way down. We will have the Kern High Network Player of the Game. We have a T-shirt that I will run down there, and someone is going to be given that. We will decide that here.
Timeout Centennial.
Julian, myself, and Steve Napier will decide who the Kern High Network Player of the Game is, and I'll tell you what, I don't know if there's ever been anything still in question more than that award tonight. The game is still very, very, very much in question, and you would think it would have, if it's the Golden Hawks, you'd have thought it would be Ritchie, but they dropped all his passes.
Yeah.
Not all of them, that's unfair, but they dropped so many big passes that they weren't completions.
Matty Downs, Kelly Damian, Sun Lee, Tony Valeni, and Adam Herrera, as well as Karen Patino. Others are
And
Alex
if the Mustangs can pull it out,
Bergier, Rob Hodges,
the front runner
Jordan
is,
Reed,
of course,
Premier
Jacob
Services,
Jones.
Weatherford,
Yeah, he's had a
James
terrific
Vernon,
night.
the Torres family, and the
But
Kaiser family.
We've got a lot of time left
Second
here.
and
4:12 left here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 7. The Mustangs trying to stop
There goes Richie again.
Max Ritchie, and he gets up to the 47-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
And this is going to be a massive 3rd down for this Stockdale
Career on the
defense.
stop, 3rd and 3, Centennial from the 47-yard line.
Stockdale
of the
needs to
Golden
step
Hawks.
up, make a big play here. Centennial needs to get that first down.
I do not believe this is 2-down
Again, we'd like to
territory for
thank
the
all
Golden Hawks.
parents
Yeah,
who
I
donated
agree
their
with
time
that.
and resources to help feed our student contractors and construct these amazing floats. And congrats again to the junior class.
Centennial's had a lot of success with Richie running that
3rd
little
and
quarterback
3
draw.
from the 47 of Centennial.
Huge play. Ritchie wants to keep it on his own. Can he get the first down? And I believe he does. Ooh, the official is running right down the middle
Ritchie's
stripe, and
driving
if that's
forward,
where they're
close
going to
to the
bring
first
it,
down.
that's the first down they're
That is
looking
the first
for.
down, yep.
And they,
wow. I thought he had it. I thought he was across the line.
well, the marker's right on the mid-stripe.
Yeah.
I don't know how it cannot be a first down, but at this stage of it, I would imagine they're going to measure it.
Yeah, I'd measure that just to be sure. Big play.
A lot of big games going on tonight around the city. I haven't had any scores, haven't even asked for them, haven't even looked for them. But the other game we're doing, South at East. Titan Tom Myers gave me a score earlier. Let's see what he gave me.
Titan Tom.
You know Tom?
I do.
Our score is 10-0 East. What is yours? That was a long time ago.
Okay,
Let's see if I can get Titan Tom on the horn here.
I've got
Fourth
Bakersfield
and
32,
inches.
Garces 14, and that's a final.
Whoa, drillers.
I got East High 16 and South 0 at the third quarter.
Okay.
Independence 14, Golden Valley 6 in the fourth. Taft 26, McFarland 21, Foothill 23, North
4th and
14.
inches at the 50-yard
Oh my
line
gosh.
with 3:15 remaining in the game.
Frontier 0, Liberty 21.
Coach
That's at
Starrett
half.
is completely flummoxed. He's like, how is that not a first down? The marker is.
Yeah. So you got literally 4th and inches, 4th in the paint stripe.
So what a huge call here for the Golden Hawks.
Yeah.
With 3:09 and counting.
What's he going to do?
Well, he might let the clock run down as late as he can, and we'll see. They might go up right behind it. I don't know.
Get up there and push.
Hard count, nobody jumps.
Oh, look at that.
They try to go for a hard count. He may let it go and then call a timeout.
Yeah,
so
he
they
did.
chewed up a lot of time, which
Yep.
is okay.
Yep.
2:51.
Timeout, Centennial.
Great job by the Mustangs not jumping.
So do you punt this and play defense, or do you go for it?
If you're asking me,
I'm asking you.
I would say let's punt this thing deep. Let's try to get it, 15, 10, 8-yard line right around there. Let's get our punt team down there and stop this thing. And with 2:51, we've played a really good, we've held them to 6 points.
Yes.
Let's dig in. Let's see what they can do, make them work for it, and go with the odds versus something going wrong right here.
Yeah.
On the road, at Stockdale, homecoming. The mojo just starts to kick in. Then all of a sudden, you've got Jones
I agree.
breaking free.
Yeah, I'd say make Stockdale go 70, 80, 90 yards.
But
You
what do
bet.
I know, Coach?
Absolutely.
That's not happening.
That's why we're up here, right?
That's not happening. So now it's Ritchie in the shotgun, so
Yeah.
that means he's got an extra. No, he goes up behind center now.
They're gonna
He's
push
going to
it
try
forward.
to jam it in, and he gets it.
Wait, what happened here? What
Flag
happened
on
here?
the play. False start, they're going
False
to say.
start. 4th and 5.
See, and that can happen, too.
There you go. Now you punt.
Procedure against Centennial. It'll make it 4th and 5.
Wow, that's heartbreaking for Centennial.
And they'll punt.
Yeah.
So,
Stockdale catches a break there.
boy, you go into week 6. Woo. Then you're thinking, man, that's mistakes we would make. Those are mistakes we'd make in late August,
Yeah.
early
yeah.
September. Now all of a sudden we're
Big game. Big rivalry game. Homecoming for Stockdale.
and the White Hat wants to come and talk to the head coach Shelton, and he saw something he didn't like by one of his players. Oh, now they're looking up here.
Checking the clock. Something on the clock, maybe?
Possibly, Coach Shelton has a microphone, so it's possible that he's telling his coaches to go down next door.
Goradowitz deep to return Centennial.
So The dangerous Jeremiah Gradowitz stands at his own 20. And Coach Starrett is still wanting to know. He's still wanting to know who was it that moved. He's saying we had a false start, but the official is over there, and Coach Starrett's been talking to that official.
Yeah.
Since that play was called.
He's not happy with the answer either.
Yeah. And here comes the White Hat says start it up. 2:48 left in the fourth quarter. Goodness.
Gradowitz has got to get a good return for Stockdale. Give him a good chance here to punch one in. At least kick a field goal.
Execution needs to be perfect. Deep snap, blocking, everything. They still try to get somebody to jump, and they didn't get it. They're still trying to get someone to hop over the line. The ball's got to get moved sooner or later. And they're counting it off. Oh, they just got it off. Here comes the rugby punt, and it's a nice one. It's a beauty, and they kick it to the corner, and it goes out. Great kick. A low spiral to the 17-yard line, and they're giving the punter. They're dapping them up. That's a nice punt right there.
19-yard line.
A low spiral that kicks out of bounds. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Didn't give Gradowitz a chance to return it. Stockdale's got the work cut out for him. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 81 yards to go.
That's the voice of Steve Napier. He's already got a nickname, the Natural. You ever seen a cat roll in like this, Julian? So just right off the bat? All those other bums we brought in, Tom Myers, Kenny Calvin, Rick Van Horn, Rick Hutchins, those guys needed 3-4 years to get as good as Steve.
Oh, man, I tell you what.
Talk to Stan. Let those guys go. Just, hey, Kenny Calvin, it was nice, buddy. Sorry. All right, here we go. Kaiser in trouble, flushed out of the pocket. Kaiser thrown down, fumbles. Ball on the ground, picked up.
Fumble on the play.
And they can't move it forward,
There's also a flag.
A flag on the play. Oh, no.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a hold on Stockdale.
Kaiser's banged up. He's hobbling off over here. They got him from behind. A huge play. A huge play by Centennial, and it's Egan Carey. We haven't mentioned his name all night long. One other time I mentioned it, and he comes up with.
They're going to have the ball. It looks like Centennial's going to have the ball on about the 6-yard line.
What a play.
Big play for Centennial.
It's going to be a hold. It's on Stockdale, and it is declined. And with 2:09 to go, the Golden Hawks now absolutely
5-yard line of Stockdale.
Electric over there. What a play.
Centennial stepped up when they needed to, made the big play.
Huge play by the Golden Hawks, and Egan Carey, the defensive end, the sophomore, 6'2", 220, chased down Kaiser, stripped him, and the ball had one of those fortuitous football bounces right into the hands of the Golden Hawks, 2:09. So now you've got Richie, who can run it, he can throw it. They're still stretching it out. He wants to keep it, make sure that nobody else hangs on to the football, and he.
Yeah, I think they're going to go in and try to push Stockdale around, punch one in here real quick.
And if you're Coach Shelton, you've got 3 timeouts.
Second and goal from the 3.
Doesn't look like they're going to use him yet. Centennial's going to be happy to let another 25, 30 seconds.
No, he's going to have to call a timeout sooner or later.
You would think, but
he has to.
Can't do it now. You've already wasted about 15 seconds.
He did.
Oh, gosh.
He just did.
Okay.
So a lot of time went off the clock. Coach Shelton finally got the timeout called. And
I think Centennial's just going to go out there and take their time, let Richie pound it in.
So 1:39 remaining in this fourth quarter. This has been a really exciting football game, and you might be thinking, AVP, 7-6? But if you've watched this from the beginning, you've seen a lot of big plays, some long passes dropped, some great defensive stances, some big-time turnovers.
Absolutely.
And some great individual play. Yeah, maybe it's a 7-6 score, but it's been just a whale of a football game. And for Centennial, this is, Coach, if they pull this off, this is a huge win for this program.
This is huge for Centennial, you bet.
Richie.
Got to call a timeout right now.
Blocked right there. Right Coach Shelton calls another one. Yep. So now it'll be 3rd and goal. Clock stops at 1:32. And that'll leave them with one more. Well, let's start some discussion points here.
You bet.
The game's not over, but we try to
not yet.
Try to save some time on this. Let's go with conventional wisdom that with the situations in front of us that the Golden Hawks do pull it off. Let's say they do pull it off. And looking at this roster for the Kern High Network Player of the Game, what would your philosophy be on choosing someone?
Just right off the top of my head, real quick, I think you got to go with Richie, quarterback. He's played outstanding tonight. He's put the ball where he needed to put it when he needed to put it there. Unfortunately, some of the kids at Centennial had some drops, but he's also run the ball very well, moved the chains. He's had a great night.
I concur.
3rd and goal from the 4 of Stockdale.
Well, if there's any hope for the Mustangs, they've got to make a stop and call a timeout and make another stop. And now I think Coach Durrett wants to talk things out here, and he's got a few to burn. So, Julian, your thoughts on possible player of the game if it is Centennial, just in what you're thinking and what you're looking at tonight?
It's a tough one. I mean, I like the quarterback, but like I said, they haven't helped you much with the drop ball.
Can you imagine if we give it to a quarterback with all the drop balls, the receivers might get the hint. The receivers might get the hint like, wow, this dude's so good, he's getting player of the game, and we dropped all his passes. So I think that conventional wisdom is going to say it's going to be Max Ritchie if it is the Golden Hawks. If the Mustangs can pull this out and do something miraculous with his body of work tonight, Jacob Jones is the front runner for the Mustangs, but they're going to need to do something special to get a W here.
Yeah. Unless if Stockdale by some chance gets the ball back and goes down and scores and some miracle, Jacob Jones would be the guy.
Okay, here we go. 1:32 remaining. It is a 3rd down here for the Mustangs. In motion is Flores. It's going to be Ritchie. He keeps it again, and Ritchie plows his way to about the 3-yard line. And Coach,
call timeout.
Ritchie stops short of the goal line. It'll be 4th and goal.
There you go.
So with 1:23, and if you're Coach Sturette, if you're a Golden Hawks fan, just for the sake of conversation, are there any Golden Hawks fans saying, man, were we really trying to get it in the end zone there, or are we just trying to kill some time? And I know Coach Sturette's thinking, hey, guys, I've got house money here on the road with, great field position here, and they're going to have to go 95 yards. But, they just kept – I would assume that the logic is keep it in our quarterback's hands, and that's a fine option for us, even though we're not really tricking anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested to see what Centennial comes out and does. If they decide to kick a field goal and make it 6-10, Stockdale has to score. If they try to run it again and they give Stockdale the ball on the 2-yard line, 98 yards to go.
There's been no sign whatsoever that there would be a field goal attempt.
They're going to go for it. So they're going to say we're scoring, or you get the ball back with 95 yards to go.
Quick discussion between Max Ritchie and Elijah Finney. He has him. So now look at this set they're in, Coach.
Yep, I think they're going to take Ritchie right behind those 2 guys, now those 3 guys.
Ritchie's not going to get in, but he's still up on his feet, and so
there you go.
They don't get it. Stockdale stop. So
minute 16 and 95 yards to go.
4 straight Ritchie runs, and they picked up about 4 yards or 5 yards max because they had it at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
And so they didn't pick up very many yards with the Max Ritchie runs, but now all of a sudden the Mustangs still in this thing.
So now you get to test out your 1-minute offense. 95 yards to go.
76 seconds. Can you imagine?
Stockdale from their own 3.
Centennial's going to loosen up a little bit. 2 high safeties.
You got Morgan Dutton way back there in the back. Kaiser takes the snap. Kaiser looks. Kaiser wants to roll to his right. He does. He tosses out here, and it's caught. Gradowitz gets out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
With the catch from Kaiser on a 1st down gain of 13.
So the Golden Hawks played very conservatively inside the 10-yard line. It was 4 carries by Ritchie and did not gain very many yards, but with 3 timeouts, the Mustangs were able to stop it. Now all of a sudden, 1:09 left. Great play call there to get Gradowitz a ball and out of bounds.
Got a little breathing room here out of your own end zone.
Kaiser drops straight back this time. This time he throws over here, and it's caught by Hollis out there.
Hollis out 25.
And he gets out of bounds. So now the Golden Hawk fans getting pretty nervous over there. Nobody has any timeouts left.
Second and one for the Mustangs.
If you're the Golden Hawk defense, you know where they're going. It's to the sidelines. If they do get in the middle with the football, it's got to be hurry up, get up there, and spike it.
Absolutely.
So Larry Brown way out to the left side. Kaiser has Jones on his right hip. Exciting finish. Kaiser, again, pump fakes. Wants to go deep. This time throws over here, and it's to Gradowitz. Gradowitz. Is he out of bounds, though? No, he's not. He doesn't go out of bounds.
Got to spike it.
First down.
Spike it.
So the line judge says no, he's still in bounds. 50. Oh, they stopped the clock. And Coach Durrett wants to know why the clock is stopped. Why? Oh, boy.
That'll make it second and 10.
Yeah, there's a little chaos right there.
The coaching staff just screaming down the sidelines for the Golden Hawks, pointing at the officials. Why is that clock not stopped? I mean, why is that clock stopping?
You know, I thought Kaiser, he went down to a knee there, but he's saying that he was squatting down and throwing the ball on the ground, so Stockdale may have caught a break there.
A flag thrown on the 30-yard line.
No flag, second and 10.
Okay.
So
end up picking that up.
The officials right now.
A little chaos out there.
Yeah, and you'd hate to see something like this in an event like this get marred by someone's infractions. Hopefully they can keep it clean. Kaiser drops back, starts, rolls, throws, and it is actually caught. And Gradowitz gets out of bounds.
Picked up about 5.
A deflection, and Gradowitz catches it on the fly and gets out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Centennial was bringing the house there, forcing Kaiser to get out of the pocket and make a throw on the run.
Game not over.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Ball at the 35-yard line. They have 2 downs to pick up the first, and it's got to be past the 40-yard line. Kaiser looks at his wrist, puts Jones on his left. The center looks back at him.
Centennial's been blitzing off the edge.
Play action. Kaiser down the sideline. He
open.
has a man
wide open.
And it's
Got
caught.
him wide open. Down to the 35.
35-yard line.
Lauren
Great
Johnson.
pass to Lauren Johnson.
With a gain of 35.
Big play. Big play.
First and 10 in Centennial territory at the 35.
So all of a sudden, with 37 seconds, now that seems like a lifetime.
Yeah, Stockdale's in business here. We'll see what they can do.
Oh, boy.
I'm not sure how he got by, but must have been a broken coverage back there in the backfield for Centennial.
Gradowitz played a huge role in this series. Kaiser drops back, fires one out to the far side, and it is dropped. Brown drops it, and he would have maybe been tackled anyway.
Yeah, that might be a good thing.
Right. And it looked like Daniel Prince would have wrapped him up, or at least slowed him down, and then they would have had to scream up about 4 yards and spike it. So the Golden Hawk fans, they're on the pins and needles. They've seen their team hang in there tough on the road at 7-6, but the Mustangs, 2nd and 10, ball at the 35-yard line of the Golden Hawks. They are 35 yards away from winning this football game.
Like to see a double move by Gradowitz and see if he can get deep here.
He rolls over to his right.
Got plenty of room.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Oh! And the entire crowd was, the entire Stockdale crowd was saying, Lauren Johnson's open.
At the 25 of Centennial.
Oh, boy.
He didn't pick up the first.
Did not get the first, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. But Lauren Johnson's, for some inexplicable reason, was standing by himself at the goal line. Not a soul around him. That would have been ball game.
Yeah.
27 seconds left in this instant classic. Instant classic. Kaiser looks to his left, fires one out there, and it's going to be incomplete.
4th down, 4th and 1.
4th and 1. They've got to get the first down, Coach.
Short.
Yeah.
There is no timeout allowed at any team right now, so the decision's got to be made very quickly. They've got to get the play in, cannot have a delay of game. They've got to talk about it very quickly. So you've got Lauren Johnson over in the quick little side huddle. You've got Jaden Hollis in the side huddle with their quarterback, Jack Kaiser. Here it comes. The call has been made. 23 seconds left here in regulation.
Well, obviously, if the ball stays inbounds, you got to get up and spike it real quick.
They have to pick up 1 yard before anything.
1 yard.
So Kaiser now, would they run it to Jacob Jones just to get the first? No, they're going to throw. Kaiser's in trouble, being flushed out of the pocket. He throws. Gradowitz gets the first down and gets out of bounds. Boy, what a beautiful play call.
17 seconds, 20 yards to go.
A beautiful play call.
23 yards to go. They're on the 23-yard line. 17 seconds. This is exciting.
Hey, welcome to the club, dude.
Thanks for the invite.
Hey, good first game for you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Steve just laid it out for you. 17 seconds left in regulation. There'll be no overtime. And now Kaiser, looking at his wrist, talks very quickly to his running back, Jones. Kaiser drops back, throws across the middle, and it is dropped.
Oh, man.
It's dropped at the 5-yard line.
Hollis
and
hit Hollis right in the chest.
Kaiser pass intended for Hollis falls incomplete.
Always sure-handed Jaden Hollis.
Yeah.
I mean, always. And
that would have put him on the 5-yard line with the clock running. That would have been exciting to see what would have happened up there. But here we go, second down.
Yeah, you never know. That might keep him in the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was diving, so he would have gone down at the 5 with 13 seconds. So, goodness, 2nd and 10.
See if we can catch Gradowitz on a corner route over here, maybe.
Lauren Johnson on the left. Kaiser wants to go to the corner.
Got him. He's got him.
Touchdown!
Touchdown. Are you kidding me? You talk about a miracle comeback. What a great call. What a great play. What a great throw. Unbelievable. 3 seconds. Flags are flying, but that's okay. Throw some more flags, boys.
What a pass to Lauren Johnson.
Holy
Touchdown.
smokes.
Stockdale.
Holy smokes. I don't believe what I just saw. Centennial's in disbelief. Stockdale's going crazy. Pandemonium at Mustang Field.
Call BPD because Stockdale just committed grand larceny.
Holy cow.
3 seconds left. Touchdown. Kaiser to Lauren Johnson.
Vance, if you would have told me this was going to happen, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it. Coach Shelton and the boys put together a terrific drive, 95 seconds. What'd they have, a minute 23?
Minute 28.
Minute 28, 95 yards.
And Coach Starrett
just had his heart broken. Their kids Centennial played a terrific game all night long.
Wow. You go back and you think of the 1st and goal from about the 8.
Yes.
And we have an unsportsmanlike penalty, excessive celebration. That'll be
on the kickoff. Stockdale's going for 2.
The touchdown will count. The score is 12-7 Stockdale. We still have an extra point and a kickoff to make. But again, a 90-plus yard drive under duress.
Unbelievable.
By the Stockdale offense results in a touchdown with 3 seconds remaining.
Wow.
And this game's not over.
Not
over.
We've learned that one.
Yeah.
No time will go off the clock here. Does Jones get in? And he does not. So it's a 5-point ball game. Can you imagine something crazy happening on the kickoff return? We'll win it.
Yeah,
if it's run back, it'll be over with. But I'm sure if you're a Golden Hawk fan, you're thinking, man, we get the fumble strip over here.
Oh, yeah.
The Kern High Network announcers are up there talking about player of the game for Centennial.
Absolutely.
And Kaiser 1, Kaiser 2.
Richie 1,
Richie 2, Richie 3, Richie 4. And the Mustangs able to hang on and keep him out of the end zone. And then all of a sudden, all of these pass plays take place. Then you get Gradowitz gets a deflection and is able to run it out of bounds. Then you get 2 freaky lucky plays that the Mustangs dropped passes. Larry Brown drops one on the flats that would have cost him 15 seconds. Yep. Then, you get a pass where Hollis drops this one. They'd have had to run up there on the line with 13 seconds. So I look up at that moon. It's not full yet. It's not full till Sunday night, but Wow, crazy stuff happening over here at Stockdale. So now
Stockdale's MO on the kickoff has always been a pooch kick. They don't have a kicker. Kaiser can't drive it deep. So does that give Centennial great field position to launch one in the end zone? Oh, my goodness. Centennial's going to get the ball on the 35-yard line.
They get a fair catch, and now they have
one play, 35-yard line. Oh, my goodness. This is not over.
You got to be kidding me.
Man.
A sand wedge that went 9 yards or 10 yards, so now all of a sudden you get the Centennial Golden Hawks with actually, and a quarterback as dangerous as Max Ritchie.
Yes. Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to bring up here is those receivers, they better catch this one.
Yeah. Could be a long bus ride home just a few miles across town if they don't.
Well, here we go.
Talk about coming down to the last play, right? So it looks like Stockdale's going to drop 4 guys deep.
37 of Stockdale with 3 ticks on the clock.
So the body language for the Golden Hawks, not that great. But Ritchie is going to need some time.
Ritchie's got to go up top here.
He runs to his right. He throws one up. It's into the end zone. Let's see what happens. And it is broken up. No flags.
Wow.
Stockdale wins the football game.
One of the greatest comebacks in Mustang history.
What a game. Centennial had a couple guys open down there.
Homecoming magic for the Mustangs. And the Golden Hawks are waiting to shake hands at the 50-yard line, but the Mustangs are having none of it yet. They're way downfield.
What a terrific effort by both teams.
And a classy move. The coaching staff's going over to shake hands with the opposing coaches, and what a game. So now, my question to you, Steve Napier, the natural. Are we rethinking Kern High Network player of the game, or do we stay with Jacob Jones, or do we think Jack Kaiser?
What about...
And you're not on the spot here. You're not on the spot.
Yeah.
We'll talk it out. We will just talk it out.
How about Lauren Johnson? Made 2 real big catches there, driving the ball down the field. Yeah, I think you've got 3 options there. Kaiser made some great plays. Lauren Johnson made some great plays, but Jacob Jones was steady throughout the whole game, so... What route do you go?
We'll be back. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do here. We're going to stick with Jacob Jones.
All right.
I figure that the reasoning being that his body of work throughout this game, while they were stagnating, while they were stubbing their toes, while they were getting in trouble, while they were almost giving this football game away, there was one guy that continued to pound the rock, and that was Jacob Jones. So this instant classic on the Kern High Network, you talk about some high emotions and high drama. It's a 12-7 win for the Stockdale Mustangs, and this is a huge win, 2-0 in league play right now. The Golden Hawks with a very, very, very tough pill to swallow. Some very emotional guys over there will go to 0-2.
Yeah.
Well, partner, what a blast.
Thank you very much.
That was a great,
Had
great
a good time tonight.
And
I'll
let all my other partners know that they need to call in to see if they've got a gig next week, because you were awesome. Julian, thank you as always, buddy. On behalf of everybody at the Kern High School District and Stan Green, our Director of School Support Services, thank you for all the hard work you do. Our Achieve Magazine, Motor City, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Bakersfield College, we thank you so much for this big, big night tonight, for making it possible. Stockdale wins 12-7. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night. God bless.